Alrighty, everybody, how are we doing, everyone? We are live, or at least we should be. I don't know why we wouldn't be. We have got some severe weather going on today. We're gonna hop straight into it here in a second because it's going to be a pretty active night here for a lot of folks, especially in western Texas, stretching into, a little portion of southeastern New Mexico. Let's go ahead and get straight into it here without further ado. Let's just get straight into it. But yeah, so anyways, what's up? Before you say anything, my day is amazing. That's great, dude. That's great. Glad your day's going good. My day's going pretty good as well. I am chilling right now for the most part. Uh, I am on call with Top Fan. He's going to be just chilling with me on stream, and if he has anything he wants to say about the severe weather, he will. But for most of the stream, it's just going to be me. But anyways, let me real quickly before I do anything else. Let me turn up my volume a little bit. Just a little bit more. There we go. All right. So before we do anything else, let's go ahead and cover the severe thunderstorm warnings we've got in effect right now for our risk area. So as you can see, the area we're going to be covering tonight, we've got a very large, expansive, enhanced risk here for a lot of western Texas, stretching into, southeastern New Mexico. And some of these storms have already fired. And uh, they're starting to interact with a little outflow boundary we've got here that probably came down from one of our pre-existing storms up here. At one point, there was probably another line of storms up here that expelled all this cool air, and we've got this big old outflow boundary here just to the south of Midland. And these storms right here literally have blown up in the last few radar scans. And basically, when these storms blow up here and they interact with this outflow boundary, they become a lot more saturated and they become more, buoyant. So that's what we're seeing here with these storms here in Midland. Have I ever encountered an F5 tornado? No. um, I'm glad I haven't. It's also very rare. It's also a very rare thing to encounter. So I'm glad I haven't. But yeah, I'm glad I haven't encountered one of those yet. But yeah, we've got some big time stuff going on here. Um, Let me just alert the Discord that I'm live. But I'm glad I haven't. So I can say that for sure. I wouldn't want to experience an F5. But as we can see here, these storms, just in the last few scans have really kind of grown upscale. Um, these three in particular have grown upscale. So we'll keep an eye on both of these, or through all of these, because they are pretty concerning, especially this one here just to the northwest of Odessa, Texas. This is in a pretty populated area here. We do have quite a few storm chasers on it, including Vince Welty. He's there right now in the field on this storm. This storm currently is severe thunderstorm warned, and it's warned right now for quarter-size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So right now it's pretty much just a mediocre severe thunderstorm. But it is still a severe thunderstorm, so we still need to take into account, that this storm is still producing pretty decent hail and wind. So please be aware about that. You're in a severe warning, really. Yeah, I know Houston's getting right now a pretty decent storm. And wow, that's a pretty big storm there. But I think let's see where Spring, Texas is. I think you're in Spring, Texas, right? Somewhere around here, just to the north of Houston. You're not in a severe warning right now. I don't think you are at least, or
Yeah, you're outside.
you're outside of
You're
it.
outside.
You're outside of the severe warning right now, but anything for Houston right now? Yeah, Houston's experiencing a pretty big time storm, at least in the terms of, presentation wise. This is a pretty big time presentation. But right now, this storm is producing quarter size hail. But geez, man, that storm had a pretty gnarly reflectivity core there. But right now, we think it's producing quarter size hail and winds under 50 mile per hour. So basically, this thing's only severe because of the hail that it's causing. So this thing's gonna head directly northeast, probably pushing it right into the Pearland, Pasadena area. This is a pretty heavily populated area, so please be aware out here of this, pretty decent storm moving through your area. I would probably get some outdoor furniture that you need inside for a little bit because there is a pretty kind of condensed area of hail falling within this storm, which is going to be pushing to the northeast. But yeah, Paris, Texas is a little rainy. Northern Houston, for right now, should be fine. At least until maybe one of these, cells over here near Magnolia starts, because right now this special weather statement warned storm is moving east, generally towards the Woodlands area and Kingwood. But that storm is kind of coming your way, Texan. But keep an eye on it. You said Paris, Texas is a little rainy. Paris right now, Paris is somewhere down here, I believe. Let me just double check where it's at. Paris, Texas. Paris is all the way up here northeast of Dallas. I didn't even realize that. Paris, Texas, yeah, they're experiencing a little bit of rain. There's actually a lot of rain around the Dallas-Fort Worth metro area. This is probably falling in pretty decent quantities out here, so I wouldn't be surprised if we have any localized flooding going on. But yeah, that is pretty concerning. And also, I do have some rain showers near me, which is surprising, guys. I do have some rain near me. But right now, yeah, I haven't experienced anything yet, but I am supposed to be experiencing some flooding later on. But anyways, that'll be very interesting. What's up, Sam? Welcome to the stream, dude. How you doing?
I
What's up, dude? How are
We're
you
just
doing?
not talking.
Give him a little bit, dude. Just give him a little bit.
There he is.
Sam, yeah, what happened? There he is. What's up? Sam.
What's up, children?
What?
Yay.
Did you just call me a children?
Yeah,
Okay,
my
buddy.
bad.
No, you're good. You're good. What's
Yeah,
up, Sam?
one of my
How's your day
friends in
going?
school. All right. I'm gonna tell you a little story. Also, Roman, are you live? I'm kind of curious.
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay, never mind. I won't say it then.
Okay, but yeah, I am live covering the severe weather event we've got going on right now in Texas. We've already got storms hitting this outflow boundary here, kind of interacting with that outflow boundary and kind of growing upscale quite a bit near Midland
Yeah.
and Odessa, Texas. But
I also
what's-
do want to mention that we have a new severe thunderstorm warning. This is for parts of northern Lavaca County and south central Texas. This is for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and half-dollar-sized hail. Locations include Hallettsville, Shiner, Worthing, Whitting, Mount Olive, Vienna, Weed, and some other places surrounding those areas. Need to stay away from windows and make sure your cars are protected. Especially put them like in a garage or a carport because we could have some damaging hail out here if you're in any of the areas I just mentioned. So to
absolutely.
take these storms seriously. I mean, we're gonna have a lot of storms today, from Texas to New Mexico, even on the East Coast and even parts of Florida. I mean, everybody's getting storms, which is kind of crazy.
Pretty much, yeah. And on the East Coast, I mean, we've had a few tornado warnings here today. Nothing too insane. We haven't had an observed warning with our East Coast storms yet.
Oh yeah.
If I think, but
I do
we
want to
did.
mention that we did have a tornado about like 30 minutes ago in East Central or like East North Carolina. That was from previous tornado warning there near Plymouth, North Carolina. It
That
wasn't very
was
long. It was like a
that was on
yeah,
the
it was a
ground.
brief tornado.
How confirmed by who?
It was from Andy Hill.
Oh,
Andy Hill said it, so I mean, Andy Hill's getting that information somehow or somewhere. So I'm just relaying it.
I mean, if I don't know, there's not a confirmed report though.
No, I'm not saying
I know
the
you're not
report
saying right
hasn't came
now.
through. The report hasn't probably came through because
haha.
it does take quite a bit for the report to, actually get through for the National Weather Service. And there is probably like a CWA borderline here between the National Weather Service offices. So that might be a little bit of a struggle there, but that's why it takes a little bit long to,
Absolutely.
issue warnings because there's like from one National Weather Service getting a hold of another National Weather Service to, issue warnings. So
Absolutely. I also
that is
wanted to
actually possible.
mention with our storms here near Midland and Odessa, our precipitation is being vented off to the northeast, so our storms are strengthening a lot, and our storms are growing upscale quite a bit. I do expect these to become fully, uh, like pretty. I do expect these storms to be our pretty big time, considerable severe producers here in a little bit, but we do
I
have
do. All right, never mind. Go ahead.
tornado warning in North Carolina. Did touch on photos of weak tornado on X. Okay, so it is confirmed on Twitter as well. So we do have photos from Twitter as well of that. But we do have a pretty strong storm now south of Eunice, New Mexico here. We've got ping pong ball size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts here, falling just near the town of Jal, New Mexico. Don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but I'm just assuming that's how you pronounce the town. But this storm is producing ping pong ball size hail. Trained weather spotters confirmed. So we probably had a report coming. But yeah, there is a pretty decently condensed hail core in there. This updraft is probably very strong. And this updraft is probably starting to kind of, I don't know, are these storms. What are we looking at for, what are our HODOs looking like streamwise or crosswise? Because
I have not looked into that.
I haven't
Um,
I haven't pulled any soundings from today. I've been in school for most of the day. I would bet that
yeah.
most of our soundings from out here would at least be streamwise in the lower levels, with probably more crosswise in the mid levels. Um, just because, saying that because we could probably see more tornadic development tonight, but are we? Most likely not, but we could. Hey Roman, my connection lost, but I'm back. What's the forecast for northern Houston tomorrow? Northern Houston tomorrow should be chilling. Oh wait, never mind. I mean, there is a slight risk in effect for North Houston tomorrow. We've actually got a very large slight risk area. I don't know if it'll be upgraded or not. We'll take a look into that in a little bit, but our Houston and mainly you, Texan, are kind of in the southern extent of that slight risk. So I mean, that could pose a wind and hail threat, and maybe a tornado threat as well. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. That'll be
Um,
very interesting.
I do want to mention the Florida threat. Looks a little interesting for a tornado threat because we have backing of winds from the Atlantic known as sea breeze. And at the same time, we have so little wind shear inland, and that could create some extra vorticity. And what that could lead to is more a little of a tornado threat. So we got to watch out for that, especially along the east coast there of Florida near Cape Canaveral, point southbound. Especially towards like Port St. Lucie and all those storms that are going to be approaching the east coast there. But very interesting. And we just did get a new severe thunderstorm warning there for parts of Osceola County in east central Florida for 60-mile-per-hour wind gust and quarter-size hail. So make sure you're protecting your vehicles or any outdoor objects that you want to keep safe from. And also
Absolutely.
keep yourself safe by staying away from windows and not necessarily getting your safe spot because this is not really a tornado threat at this moment, but just make sure you're keeping yourself safe and everybody around you safe. And yeah,
Absolutely. But I
I
mean, I
speaking
don't
about
like. I'm not really
sorry.
worried about our Florida threat. Like, it's not. Most of our storms are going to be moving offshore here in a little bit. So the only people at threat right now are probably going to be in the near term for Fort Lauderdale, Miami, Port St. Lucie, of course, all these areas here that are under the slight risk. But this is going to be a very kind of. I mean, this isn't going to be a super like long event here. So this is going to move offshore here pretty quickly. But you know, we could see some more storms start to develop on the backside as well. But I don't know if that'll happen, surely. But we'll just keep an eye on it.
yeah, I'm not really concerned for Florida right now, but mainly some damaging winds and some large hail. But those storms are not going to last long at all in Florida. The most concerning area we're actually watching right now is parts of New Mexico and parts of Texas, as we do have a tornado watch in effect, going going for 4 more hours. So watching a tornado threat, hail threat, especially, I cannot stress this enough, a hail threat too. We could see hail as large as softballs out here. So it is very, very important that you guys protect yourselves, protect everything around you. Make sure you guys are getting the alerts from your phone, NOAA weather radio, or anybody, your local meteorologist, anybody that you can, get these alerts from, so that you can keep yourself safe and everybody around you safe.
Absolutely. And our outflow boundary has kind of moved past Midland and Odessa. Our storms have fully kind of interacted with our outflow boundary, and our storms here have kind of you know gotten the lift that they needed from those storms. So these storms are fully they're fully allowed to be buoyant. So they are allowed to interact with all this cape and stuff out here. To all of their will, but it seems like the storm right now, in between our two severe warnings in Texas, just completely kind of evaporated a little bit. But uh, so that storm really didn't interact with our environment that much, and you may be wondering why. Maybe because our cape might be not as stronger in these areas. Maybe it didn't hit the outflow boundary for that long. Maybe this storm uh, didn't allow for that to happen. But this storm here near Gardendale, north of Odessa, is starting to uh, have its precip be vented off. So the storm is starting to grow very much upscale. It's very interesting what we're seeing here. Oh,
Um,
thank you so much.
I do notice that this storm that is near Midland might go elevated for a little bit. The outflow boundary may be too far south, but one thing I am noticing is that I don't know. I mean, it could latch onto an outflow boundary. Maybe it can form some sort of boundary or whatever. But we're gonna have to wait and see. I mean, for now, this is most likely gonna be a large hail threat more than anything.
No, absolutely.
But we're gonna have to watch down the line for this storm to become tornadic and become an issue, especially for a hail threat
Absolutely.
or a tornado threat.
And okay, so real quickly here, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch on over to kind of models real quick, and I'm gonna explain, kind of break down what the environment kind of looks like today, and if something does happen real time with these storms, please let me know. But I'm gonna real quickly kind of just check out our thing here. Just give me a second. Okay, so what we've got here for today, let's go ahead and go to our regional. Oh, dang it, hold on.
Interesting. Yeah, we got some rotation trying to develop here near King William in Virginia.
I was gonna point that out earlier, but then it just started getting weakening,
I
so
know,
I
but
didn't
I mean,
bother.
it could produce a brief tornado, but for now, it looks to be weakening. But I wanted to mention that earlier, but it's okay because it's already weakening. But we could still have a brief tornado threat out here. But more than anything, just a hail and wind threat at the moment.
Absolutely. So right now I have models pulled up. We've got 18Z HRRR right now for Monday. So this is the pretty decent, pretty accurate run of the HRRR. This is the latest run. Of course, it's not always going to be super accurate. It's not going to be accurate all the time, but this gives us a pretty decent representation of what could happen tonight. So around at least probably around 7 to 8 p.m. tonight, maybe 9 p.m. We have a very isolated supercell starts to fire here in kind of the what is that area? Fort Stockton County. Wait, did we just get a tornado warning? What?
We just got the tornado warning for what Sam just pointed out.
Oh,
Wow, what a great timing! I just went. Okay, that was okay. Yeah, we do have a new tornado warning. Okay, well, weatherwise just reloaded for me, which is not great, but I do want to go to that tornado warning right
Tornado
quick.
warning for King and Queen in King Williams County in Central Virginia. Please go to your safe spots.
Yep.
absolutely. So
This goes for Stevensville and King and Queen Courthouse around. Yeah. Other
absolutely.
locations include Rose Garden, Eno, I don't know how to pronounce that.
So our
Or
rotation
Crouch.
right now is located right to the south of Wakima and King and Queen Courthouse. Right now, it looks like this storm is probably, if I would have to guess, mostly probably crosswise. This is probably on our flank of the storm, so this is not going to cause a lot of um, disturbance here. I don't really think that this is going to drop a tornado, but it absolutely could. We need the people in Wakima and King and Queen Courthouse and Contra to get in your safe spot. There is quite a decent bit of inbound and outbound winds, but they're not super close to each other, but keep an eye on it.
I do notice that this storm might actually interact with a boundary near Odessa. We got some sort of strengthening velocities. Some greens maybe strengthening a little bit. So this storm appears to be trying to, latch onto the boundary of some sort. So we're gonna have to watch that really closely.
Our one in Virginia.
No, the one near Odessa, Texas. But we're gonna have to watch that storm. But it is in its beginning stages. It's kind of a baby storm, but it's gonna become a monster, and monster meaning monster hail. So
yeah, I agree, but
I'm curious with this storm as well, because the echo tops aren't looking impressive. Just maybe it's not looking impressive. I'm wondering if there's a cap that's preventing the storm from reaching.
We're close to the radar top fan, which is not getting it's not really getting good data per se on the echo tops, but as this storm gets a little bit further away from the radar, maybe about 20 more miles, we might have a better depiction on how high the echo tops are. But I just wanted to point that out here.
It can't latch onto the boundary. Boundary's moving south. The boundary right now is
Hold on, let me see.
The boundary's right over Odessa. Like the boundary's right over Odessa. The boundary's already moved south. So right now our storm is past the boundary. So right now there's just a bunch of warm, moist air here that it's going to, cold air, up in the upper levels of the atmosphere that's going to interact with. So a bunch of this dry air in the upper levels is going to allow for our storms to convect and kind of lift. But we do have, I think we should have at least a moist layer towards the surface, which can allow for at least a decent capping inversion. Sometimes, in most cases, it happens, but I don't know if we have a capping inversion today. I was trying to check. I was trying to check sounding or models and soundings earlier, but I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. But still, though, we're gonna have to watch that storm, though. I do feel like it's gonna become a problem down the line, but we're gonna have to wait and see. I'm not gonna really bet on anything on that doing anything in the short term, but as we get in, about an hour or two, it might do something. So we're gonna have to watch it really closely.
Absolutely.
But yeah, that tornado warning up there in Virginia did have some rotation with it, and it weakened, but just stay in your safe spot in case that does ramp up if you're in the areas that I mentioned earlier, including Crouch, Rose Garden, Stevensville, and King Queen Courthouse. So
Alan with the $10 dono, dude. Thank you so
W.
much.
Allen.
W. Allen. Oh my
Dude,
gosh.
I want to tell you a story about Alan.
You did not. Hold on, give me a second. Thank you so
Alan
much.
is
Hold on, Sam. Hold on, Sam.
okay.
Sam. Dude,
My
hold
bad,
on.
dude. My
You're
bad.
good. You're good. You just want to explain and talk, but like, hold on. Thank you so much, Alan. I really appreciate that. You seriously did not need to do that, but seriously, you have been um super. You have been a super big channel supporter, and I really do thank you. You keep this channel pushing. Without you guys, this channel would not be, the same. So I really appreciate that, dude. Just going out of your way to, provide for, me and us and, just basically the community. But thank you so much, Alan. I really appreciate that. You're a goat, dude. Thank you so much. Go ahead, Sam.
So I got a story about Alan, right? Alan is a goat. We all know that by now. He has been donating so much to not only you, Roman, but also to Davis. Holy crap. I cannot tell you how many times he has shown so much support between you, Roman, and you and Davis and all the other people he has donated to. I mean, that just goes to show how kind of a person he is, and we cannot appreciate it enough from him. So
Absolutely. Thank you so much, dude. I really appreciate that. That is incredible. Thank you so much.
yeah,
Okay,
you're
and
such a goat, dude.
Okay, let's really quick. I'm gonna break down the kind of environment we have for today. So as I was saying, 18Z HRRR does have kind of a supercell outbreak of sorts in at least this area here, or our risk area. We have kind of one, two, three, four, five, six, maybe big time supercells here. Maybe intense supercells capable of producing, as Sam said, upwards of softball size hail, which today is unlikely. I don't think I mean, it's possible. I'm saying to you it's possible, but I can't fully predict that softball size hail is going to happen. But I can guarantee that we are going to have some big time hailers today, just based off of how much of these storms are basically our environment out here is we've got very, very cold air aloft, which is going to allow for, freezing. Um, Basically, you need hail to freeze. It's literally just frozen water. So you need that
Yeah.
upper level. You need those upper levels to be cold or colder. Real quickly, let's go ahead and kind of look at the real temperatures we've got here. So our temps for today are pretty warm out here. I mean, we have like upper 70s into 80s, and actually you can see that line where that outflow boundary is exactly, and it's pretty cool. Yeah, your messages are being seen, Kevin. Your messages are being seen. Yeah, I can see all the messages. What's up, CTver? Welcome to the stream, guys. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe, or at least like the stream. Very much helps me out and just helps spread the message to other people. And if you guys want to, please share the stream with a family or friend member, or a family member or friend, because it helps a lot. It helps more than you think. But yes. So, anyways, got a lot of temperature here. We got just all this moist air rushing in here, and then our kind of let's go ahead and take a look at our 500 millibar winds here. And our 500 millibar winds aren't super prevalent, but I will tell you is that we do have an increase in the later time hours, so probably up to 50 knots or so in the 500 millibar level. So main reason this is happening is because of something we like to call, just dubbed naturally in meteorology, as lower level jet. Mainly just increase in upper level wind shear or mid level wind shear and stuff like that in the um, evening time hours. And then we have our 850 millibar winds. So this is basically probably near the surface. So 850 millibar winds. These are more near the surface winds. So as you can see, we have those winds. They start to get stronger kind of during early Tuesday morning for sorts. So it could actually be pretty strong out here in the early Tuesday morning hours. And then our dew points out here are actually pretty much focused on our risk area today. Kind of have just a blast of dew points up here. So we have like pretty much lower 60s out here, maybe in the upper 60s, which is pretty decent. And then if we go to our, actual good stuff, we got Cape. We got let's go to our surface-based Cape. So our surface-based Cape right now. If you guys don't know what we're looking at, I'll go ahead and explain it real quick. Cape is convective available potential energy, and convective available potential energy is basically energy for severe thunderstorms. So that's just what it is. I can't oversimplify it. I can't undersimplify it. It's just energy for storms. But yes, so we've got quite a bit of Cape here, especially during late evening into early Tuesday morning. We've got at least 2,000 joules of surface Cape out here, which is uh, enough, very much enough to sustain our storms out here. And we do. Let's go ahead and take a look at our convective inhibition. We actually do have a little bit of convective inhibition that starts to develop Tuesday morning, which could kind of limit some factor of storm development out here. And convective inhibition, guys, is basically a layer of like I'm not gonna say negative cape. A lot of people like to call it negative cape. It's not negative cape, but it's just basically what we like to call the cap. And basically, the cap is something that prevents storms from becoming buoyant. So, the higher the value of sin, we call it sin, the more stronger the cap is. And it's pretty hard to break the cap. But to be able to break a cap, you need a lot of kind of lifting mechanisms and a lot of stuff that needs to be in place for that to happen. But yes, so we've got that happening as well. Let's take a look at our SRH. This is another thing we look at. Our 0 to 1 kilometer SRH isn't super prevalent this evening, but it starts to kick up early this morning, especially when our supercells start to kick up. We do have SRH values in at least like 200, 250 in the 0 to 1 kilometer, which is more than enough to spin our storms quite a bit. And let's take a look at our 0 to 3 kilometer storm relative velocity. So a little bit higher up, and it's a lot more stronger in the 0 to 3 kilometer layer. But thank you. What the heck? What? But yes, so anyway, we have a lot of storm relative velocity here. Let's go ahead and take a look at our supercell composite parameter. And this basically is a model that determines probabilities for supercells. So how many of our storms are going to be supercellular? And this model says, yeah, we're going to have supercells, especially down here in a corridor focused on kind of this Mexico area here. But I'll kind of pull a sounding from one of these areas here. Hopefully it's not contaminated, but okay, this is good. This is good. Just wanted to make sure. Are you guys still here? Hello? Oh wow, and we do have a photo
I'm here.
of that tornado. Interesting.
Hello.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. What's up? All right. So this is a sounding pulled from probably later tonight, probably around early evening time. But as you can see, it is a pretty decent environment here. But as you can see, our storms start to become very dry, or at least our kind of storms start to become more drier and colder in the kind of 300 millibar layer to 100 millibar layer. So basically, this is kind of our layer where you're going to see our colder temperatures and stuff. So mainly, usually, maybe this storm isn't going to be such of a hailer. But look, but it's not a very large area, but it is there. But as you can see, our environmental temperature and environmental dew point profile are kind of inverted here at the surface. So we have a capping inversion here in place at the surface. It's not very Actually, it is a little bit strong out here. But yes, so if the storms are able to break through this cap here at the surface, our storms are able to expand. So, able to expand freely, and they're able to become colder, of course. But yes, and then as you can see, our parcel trace has this storm just elevating very much so. And you can see here's our cape. It's the pretty much the area between our environmental temperature and our parcel trace. But yes, there's a little bit of it here. So we have pretty much 2,400 surface cape with about 3,200 forecasted cape, which is enough, very much so enough to sustain supercellular storm action here. But as you can see, these storms aren't going to be super much high precipitation. I think we could see some more low precipitation storms today because our PWAT is a lot lower. But what's up, Nuclear Braxton? You changed your name, W, dude.
Roman, I do have to go for a bit.
Okay.
I will be back in about maybe 15, 20 minutes. It won't be
Okay.
for long, but
No,
I'll
you're
be
good. You're
back.
good.
I
You're
will.
good. See you. You're
All
good.
right. See you, chat. See you, Roman. See you, everybody.
So as you can see here, we also have LCLs and our LFCs. They are a lot more spread apart. Our lifted condensation layer and our level of free convection. So basically, our storms are going to be saturated here. They're going to become start to become condensed here, condensated. What am I saying? Yeah, they're going to start to become more saturated at this point here, but they're going to start to fully convect when they reach our LFC. And basically, where's the tornado warning located? That's a very good question. Here, let me switch over. Sorry about that.
Tornado warning expired. We're back down to
tornado
0.
warning expired, but it was in Virginia. It was in Virginia. I do remember that.
For King and Queens County in Virginia.
It was in Virginia. I do remember that. But yes, anyways, let's go back here. Wait. Oh gosh. What did I do? Okay, there we go. We fixed it. But anyways, as you can see here, we've got a lot of kind of SRH in 0 to 3 kilometer, and especially in our effective inflow layer. But our shear starts to increase a lot in the kind of upper levels, which could be a sign of, as well, we mainly just stream-wise in the upper levels, which mainly means that these storms are going to be kind of hail producers. I don't think at all we're going to see. I mean, this could absolutely be tornadic. I mean, this is stream-wise as well in the lower levels as well, but not as much as in the upper levels because our upper level wind shear is off the charts. Especially with this, we have a 0 to 8 kilometer shear of literal, like, let's see here, 0 to 8 kilometer of 80, like insane amounts of shear. Or sorry, 90. But anyways, so right at this point, right at that point on the photograph is where our 8 kilometer point is. Yeah, I'm explaining it. I'm breaking it down a little bit. You'll be back. All right, see you back. See you in a little bit, dude. But anyways, here's our bunker right motion. Let's go ahead and real quickly, let's draw kind of estimate here of our storm motion. No, that's absolutely streamwise on the lower levels. So yeah, I mean, this absolutely could be a tornadic supercell. I mean, absolutely. No, you're good. You're good. But yes, absolutely. And our, these storms are going to be pretty concerning. And also, I noticed we have a lot of veering going on with our storm here. So it's mostly clockwise. But then, we have a sharp kind of turn. It starts to become a little kind of counterclockwise. It starts to back a little bit. Just a little tiny bit. But then it starts to go clockwise again. But anyways, it's mainly just crosswise at pretty much this point. But no, I think it's. Hold on, wait. No, hold on. Hold on here, guys. Whoa, what the heck? Hold on here, guys. I'm pretty sure, hold on. But listen. Listen here though. It's still parallel. Like it's crosswise though, it has to be perpendicular. So like look, wait, hold on, let me change it. I'm not saying you're wrong. Not at all. I'm just trying to show you what I'm looking at here. Kind of, basically. What am I at? What am I doing right now? What am I at? Hold the phone. Not streamwise. What is going on right now on my screen, guys? Okay, hold on. Hold on. Show me what you're looking at, though. So the 0, you get your shear vector. Hold the phone. How do I get a... Bruh. I swear I had like a pen on this thing. So, look, okay, here. Our bunker right moving. But listen, it's streamwise in the upper, of course. But on the surface, it's crosswise. Your meso isn't going to be as strong as it could be. So you get your bunker, you draw your storm relative wind vector to 0, and you draw your shear vector. but it's still. But it has to be facing the same way as the shear vector or the storm relative wind vector, because it's supposed to be probably facing the way of the storm relative vector. But it's still parallel. Like I'm at the 0, I go to the 1. Like at the 1 kilometer, it's still gonna be. Has to face the same way as my shear vector or the horizontal vector. So this little line here, it has to be parallel with the shear vector. It does. It does though. Like this follows the. Wait. Not really. Wait. Wait a minute. There's a little kind of like nudge here. Nah, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Yeah, it's not exactly streamwise. No, it's because no. I see what you're saying. No, I see what you're saying. It's because this isn't a perfect shear vector. Like I can't draw a shear vector along that because it's not connected directly to the 0. If I was gonna draw the shear vector, it'd be something like that. Because I mean, it's still going along the hodograph, but it's like more slanted a little bit. So our thing would be more perpendicular. But yeah, it'd be crosswise of the surface. Now I see what you're saying. But absolutely, in the upper levels, it's crosswise as all can be, or it's streamwise as all can be. Even in the mid levels, well, hold on. It's hard without a drawing tool, but I'm also literally trying to do severe weather coverage at the same time, dude. But like, anyways, let's go back to radar. But I see what you're saying, of course. Like I know, no, because like I know what I'm talking about. Like I'm not stupid, but no, I know what you're saying. I didn't see that part. I thought I was tripping. Bro. What's up, Stormrammer? How are we all doing tonight? We're up to 12 likes on the stream. What in the world? You guys are crazy. Seriously. Thank you guys so much. You guys are really incredible. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into coverage here because we're not really we spent like 10 minutes or 20 minutes trying to explain what a freaking shear wise and crosswise hodograph looks like. But anyways, oh yeah, you're right. You don't have a tornado warning anymore. I gotta get that automated warning system downloaded, chat. I gotta get it downloaded. We're at 14 severe thunderstorm warnings now. What? 22? We're not at 22 severe thunderstorm warnings. What are you tripping about, bro?
Well, at one point it was 22, but then there was like a lot of them that got expired.
Oh gosh. Understandable. Hold up, I'm gonna be right back. Guys, I just got a whole bunch of snacks. I don't even know why, but hey. W. No, it was educational. But I still knew, like, I just didn't see that little bump, so I guess I wasn't drawing the shear vector correctly. Oh my gosh. Of course. Of course. But anyways, seems like our storm near Midland isn't really doing a whole lot right now. We're also in very close proximity to the radar. We are, let's see here, about 8 miles away from the radar is where our storm's at. No, you're good. You're good. I understand. No, I understood what you're trying to say. I absolutely understood what you were trying to say.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back, Sam. But yes,
Welcome
anyways,
back.
we still have a pretty decent storm here. Now moving across the New Mexico and Texas border. Now it is moving towards Frankel City, Texas. It's kind of moving northeast. Holy cow, what is this thing? This thing is traversing, bro. But anyways, this storm is producing ping pong ball size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. If you're in northwestern Andrews County, please be aware of this big time storm. It's producing ping pong ball size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds in a pretty tight corridor there. That'll be moving to the northeast near Frankel City. Please be aware of that storm.
Have I missed anything?
Not really. I spent like 20 minutes trying to look at a sounding and determine if it was streamwise or crosswise, and I didn't see that there was a little tiny nudge on the 0 kilometer. So that was the thing that was determining streamwise and crosswise in the lower levels, and I just didn't see that. So I was saying it was crosswise or streamwise. But yeah.
All right, bet.
But anyways. Also got a big time storm here moving up towards Lovington, New Mexico. This storm is very much isolated in nature. Producing 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail.
I honestly don't see a imminent tornado threat with any of these storms at the moment. But that doesn't mean we're not seeing any tornadic storms in the future. We're gonna see a tornadic storm in the future somewhere and somehow.
Absolutely. I'm
just saying at this moment we don't have any imminent tornado concerns. So.
Did you say imminent?
We're just having to watch things. Imminent. I don't know.
That's insane.
Imminent. Dude, it's kind of hard to pronounce things.
No, you're good. You're good.
Wow, that storm looking pretty spicy near Odessa, but not concerning.
It's just elevated.
Just yet.
Oh, yeah, it's just really much. It's just super elevated.
Yeah, it's elevated. Elevated as heck.
What in the world?
I'm saying, dude. But
my timer's off.
Yeah, we're just watching these storms. We got a lot of severes up here in Virginia.
I also
well as
just
Ohio.
realized that we have kind of a few kind of storms here popping up just north of Pecos, Texas. Kind of are going to be interacting with our outflow boundary here in a little bit. especially this storm to the southeast of Wink, Texas. That storm's gonna be interacting with our outflow boundary as well. Um, I also noticed that we kind of have two outflow boundaries now that are starting to interact with each other near Odessa. That's going to cause a very kind of interesting pattern. Or wait, is that just the same? Wait.
It is the same. It is the same. It just does a
Yeah.
sharp right hand turn or whatever.
Hmm.
It's weird.
There's more moist air in here there in that area. I'm just kidding.
Wait a minute. I got an interesting question.
Hmm.
We have this massive outflow boundary. I don't even know how long it is. Could that outflow boundary break apart? Like, is it a thing, or am I tripping? Like, can an outflow boundary split in half or something? Like, can it split off when outflow boundary goes another way, and then that other outflow boundary goes the opposite way or something? Like, is that a thing?
I think that can happen. I
Okay.
also haven't really studied outflow boundaries really that much. I just mainly
I mean,
know kind of what they are.
I know a lot about outflow boundaries. Of course, outflow boundaries have that extra vorticity, which could, increase a tornado threat,
Well, they also just
especially if
have
the storm matches
no.
onto it.
It's not just vorticity. It's increased like
Yeah, I
pretty
know it's
much
not
everything.
just vorticity. It's like extra ingredients, basically.
Yeah. Like I'm
Yeah.
not like I don't like I'm not entirely clueless about an outflow boundary. I just don't know how they like I know how they form. I know how they come. Like I know where they come from and stuff, and I know what they are. But like I don't know how they like die or anything. I don't know how they dissolve or anything, but I kind of have a general knowledge that they kind of dissolve sometime and they, you know. But
Yeah.
But anyways, we do have some storms popping up here north of Pecos, Texas. They are moving north, but I did notice that our storm here near Wink is starting to grow kind of more upscale. So that's going to be interacting with our outflow boundary here pretty soon. So that'll be interesting to look for. So that's going to be very much interesting. I also just noticed that
Yeah.
one of our station IDs out here has the temperature of 99 degrees and a dew point of 1. Sweet.
Where? Can you tell me where that is?
Redford, Texas, just to the east of Redford, Texas. I'm gonna be right back.
All right. So if you guys are just tuning into the stream, my name is Sam, on call with Roman. We have quite the amount of severes. We got 15 severes. I might go over a lot of them. So we got the severe down in New Mexico, expires in 7 minutes. It has weakened, so that will expire in 7 minutes, or rather be canceled. And we got this other one for 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. This goes for Lovington. So this is a relatively rural area with this severe thunderstorm warning. And we also got another one here in Texas for ping pong ball sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So this goes for Frankel City. So if you're in that severe, make sure you're protecting yourself, also protecting your items such as your car or anything else that is outside, and make sure it is in a under some sort of garage or some sort of structure that will not get hit by the ping pong ball size hail. And that is radar indicated, by the way. I thought that was observed for a second, but we also got more severes down here near Houston. This one's going to be going north of Houston here near the Woodlands. This is going to be for 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So if you are around Tomball, Pinehurst, Hockley, Waller, Magnolia, or Stagecoach, make sure you guys are making sure that you are protecting your items such as your car and all that kind of stuff, and make sure your car is in a garage or a carport or something that will keep safe from the hail hitting your car or whatever. Also protect yourself. Quarter-size hail could impact yourself if you're not inside. So that's why we always make sure that you gotta stay away from windows because if a hailstone hits your window, it might crack your window. But quarter-sized hail doesn't. I mean, it's not large, very large hail or anything. What am I saying? It is not very large hail or anything, but it's something serious, and that is considered a low and severe. So make sure you guys are staying safe out there if you're in Texas. Also, we got another severe out here near D Hall Junction. This goes for 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. So if you are near Blue Cypress Lake, Kissimmee Prairie Preserve, make sure you're protecting yourself and also your surroundings, such as your car and all that kind of stuff, and make sure that your items are safe.
I'm back. I'm back.
There was another severe I wanted to go down there look at.
I'm back.
There was another one we got for 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. So if you are around Palm Bay, Forever, Florida, oh, that's a cool name, Forever, Florida, and then Deer Park, make sure you are protecting yourself and anything around you. Make sure your car is in a carport or a garage. What's up, Roman? I'm just going over a lot of these severes right now.
All right.
We got another severe for 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour
Are you going
wind
over
gusts.
every single one?
Yeah. Is it a
All right.
problem? I'm kidding.
No.
So if you're in Kingston, Grangers, West Fork, Kingston Regional, Jetport, and then Sandy Bottom. Make sure you're protecting yourself and your surroundings. We also got this other severe for mainly 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts here. Got this Boeing feature out here in northeastern North Carolina that might have some severe wind gusts. Maybe a little pocket there south of Lasker. Might be higher than that, but
it's very multicellular out here.
And then, yeah, we also got another severe out here for tornado possible tag, as well as 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So we could see a quick spin up. If needed, they'll issue a tornado warning, but I'm not really too concerned for a tornado threat out here. Mainly just a line of gusty winds as high as 60 miles per hour. So make sure you are indoors. And yeah. We also got this one up here near Washington, D.C. for 60-mile-per-hour wind gust and quarter-size hail. So we got Montclair, Stafford, Triangle, Newington, Groveton, Ramoth, Dahlgren, Heflin, Mount Vernon, Pisgah, Fredericksburg, White Oak, Steelston, Jersey, Mason Neck, Pops Creek, Fort Belvoir, Hayfield, and then Potomac Heights. Make sure you guys are inside because those are feisty storms producing some severe winds there, and we got a big time severe thunderstorm warning up here in Ohio, believe it or not. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. And they do note torrential rainfall is occurring with these storms and may lead to flash flooding. Do not drive. Don't drive your vehicle through flooded roadways. Flooding is very dangerous, and if you drive through flooded roads, then your car might get your car might stall, and you'll probably be like trapped in floodwater. So it is best to stay away from flooded roads. They say turn around, don't drown. That is exactly what it is in this situation, and we do have flash flood advisories out here.
Our storm in Midland, Texas, is now severe warned for Midland County and Martin County here in Texas. This storm is now producing 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roof, siding, and trees. So right now, this storm is severe. The National Weather Service here in Midland has decided that this storm is severe. And I do agree, this storm has been kind of growing a lot more impressive, with a couple radar scans in the past year. So we'll just take a look. We'll keep an eye on that storm there. And I also wanted to mention our storm here near Lovington, New Mexico is warned for ping pong ball size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. If you're in Lovington, that storm and that hail core is going to kind of head directly towards you, if not directly south of you. That storm is very, very dangerous because this storm is capable of producing lots of damaging hail, capable of ping pong ball size as well. So please, don't take that, super lightly. please, at least take your outdoor furniture that you need inside here in Lovington. Maybe, get away from some windows, get to the centermost point of your house. But yeah, that is a pretty strong storm there. It's starting to move up towards Lovington, and I started to note that storm is kind of right now in a little bit of a radar hole. So we'll kind of wait for a better, radar to view that storm. And then as well, our storm here near Frankel City, Texas is starting to develop a very kind of impressive hail core as well. This storm is really starting to just explode in strength. And this is going to be one that we need to watch out for here near Frankel City in Texas. It's a pretty strong storm right now, producing ping pong ball size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Plus, that storm
Oh wow.
looks like it could be developing an updraft or a rotating updraft on the south side. So we could have a mesocyclone trying to form here on the south side of this storm. But we'll keep an eye on it. The latest scan does show it kind of hooking around. So that could be correct. We could have a mesocyclone at least right now with our storm here out of the southwest of Frankel City. Big, strong rotating updraft here, which is also kind of capable for producing all this large hail. So yeah, this storm is just going to grow upscale in strength from here. I believe so.
Oh wow. Are you talking about that storm near Frankel City? Frankel City? Or are you talking about that
Yes.
one near Odessa?
Yes,
Or
the one
Midland,
near
rather.
Frankel, the one near Frankel City.
Oh yeah, it is developing hook, and I do want to take a look at the temp dew point spread. I don't know if that mattered, considering we have
Temp dew point
wow.
spread is 69.56. So not super
I'd
incredible dew points,
suggest
but hey, it's enough to sustain storms. And these are going to be low precip supercells, so yep.
that once our moisture advection goes a little bit northward, which I don't even know if it's going to do that. It might, with the surge of moisture, in a few hours. But if those dew points can rise, and our temperatures might be rising a little bit, but they will go down as the sun sets, and our moisture will be, all the way up there by then. We can have a pronounced tornado threat up here. I wouldn't really rule out a strong tornado, considering it's Texas and outflow boundaries have a way of doing that. So yeah, I wouldn't rule it out. And plus, our low-level jet will strengthen as time goes on.
Absolutely. What's up, Price a lot? Top Fan
What's
says
up,
he'll
Price
be
a lot?
right back. Top Fan says we'll be right
All
back.
right.
But yeah, I mean, Sam points out a good point here. With a lot of our storms here, mainly it seems like in Texas, really, when our storms do kind of latch onto this outflow boundary or just any outflow boundary in general, they do kind of seem to just explode in strength almost immediately, and they start to produce either strong to intense tornadoes or even maybe violent tornadoes. And this has happened a few times in the past. Notable things are Gerald, and then most recently maybe like Matador. But I mean, we've seen a lot of things like this happen. It's really interesting how things in this region can be so kind of different from the rest of the U.S. I would love to make a video about that one day, kind of detailing the science about why this area may be experiencing so many intense to violent tornadoes. But yeah,
I do want to mention that our supercells will churn right. Maybe go southeastward a little bit, and that could increase the tornado threat tonight too, as well. Maybe get that southeastern motion, supercellular supercells actually. But we're gonna have to watch that as these storms turn right, because they're very notable for tornadic threat here in Texas when they turn right. So something to watch for later on.
of course. And these storms are capable of latching onto that right moving vector, but sometimes it
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah, yeah,
happen. But
yeah.
most likely, especially with today's setup, that most likely is going to happen.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. They're right moving those vectors there.
Yeah, so
The
we've
word.
got our storm here near Midland. It's still very close proximity to the radar, so just keep an eye on it. I
We can't,
expect,
yeah, we can't tell what is exactly going on due to how close we are from the radar. But as this storm moves away towards Big Spring, we're gonna have a better depiction on what it really looks like
I expect
radar
this,
wise.
I expect this kind of area of reflectivity near your Monahans and Wickett, Texas. As soon as this interacts with that outflow boundary, that could grow upscale within the next couple scans. We actually do have a tornado warning now for Wayne County and Medina County, Ohio. Please get to your safe spot. There is a tornado warning in effect. Oh, and that is right along the gust front there. So what we've got right now here is a storm here in Ohio. It's our storm here that's warned for 60-mile-per-hour winds and quarter-size hail. This is our slow-moving storm that's also producing kind of a flash flooding threat or a flooding threat. But this storm also is kind of tornadic, supposedly. And there is kind of an inflow notch starting to appear on radar as well. But in cases like this, where we have a kind of big time multicellular MCS thing going on here, we do have events along the gust front where we can see isolated tornadic development. So that's what we're seeing here. And apparently, you know, that's what the National Weather Service in Cleveland is seeing. So if you're in Lodi, Medina, Chippewa Lake, Westfield Center, Seville, Ohio, please get to your safe spot. We've got a pretty strong storm here capable of producing a tornado, and our rotation is right to the north of Worcester. Yeah, there's a lot of areas along this kind of gust front. You see that?
Yeah, I see that. Definitely some QLCS type action going on up there, going up toward Cleveland. So we're gonna have to watch
Absolutely.
that very closely.
Keep an eye on that.
I'm gonna
It's
have some
good.
ice cream, to get me amped up a little bit. Get me some energy, because I am running very low on energy. I had dinner like 2 hours ago, and yeah, that's what I'm
You
doing.
you had dinner at 4 p.m. Or sorry, 5.
Yeah,
5. Wouldn't it be 5 for me? I'm not sure. But anyways, yeah, that's what we got going on here in Ohio is a pretty usually with these types of storms is rotation really doesn't last for that long. So if anything does happen with our rotations down here, it's going to be brief. So hopefully nothing does happen. Our environment out here isn't incredibly tornadic, but it is up here supposedly. But let's go back down to Texas. And especially back down to our big time supercell here, now starting to develop near Frankel City. I mean, it's just a monster supercell here. Monster supercell. Precip's getting vented off to the northeast. Definitely interacting with, these very kind of cold temperatures up in the upper levels, which is making all this hail kind of accumulate down here. And it's also making this storm very kind of tall in height. But keep an eye on it. It's very interesting what we're seeing here so far from it. But yes, it is very concerning. Our storm here near Lovington is kind of taking a direct kind of eye for Lovington. And I also noticed on the last couple scans is that storm may also be trying to do something tornado genesis wise. But I really don't think if it will right now. It just might be trying to develop a rotating updraft right now, maybe even trying to develop a mesocyclone right now near Lovington. But I can't necessarily tell you for sure right now. But that's what I'm seeing right now, and that's what's possible out here. That is what's absolutely possible out here. I also will mention ahead of time that I will probably have to take a break sometime around dinner, probably like 30 minutes or so. I'll let Sam chill, and he will probably take over for a little bit. But yes. But anyways, how's everybody's day going? Haven't gotten a chance to really talk to you guys today. I hope so. Hopefully everybody's day is going great. My day is going pretty good. Um, went to school. I got to do some more notes on the Convected Chronicles photograph series. Still kind of sharpening up my knowledge about that. Like I knew what the photographs were and stuff about that, but I wasn't entirely kind of new to that. But starting to learn a lot more. Whoa, what is happening? So hopefully everybody's day is going great. Mine is going very well. Just wanted to thank you guys so much. We are getting incredibly close to 800 subs. This, channel wouldn't be possible without you guys. So, this journey is incredible. Nah, you're good, dude. Really, the news really doesn't tell you a whole lot, unless it's got a pretty. If usually news doesn't cover. How do I word this? News doesn't. News will probably only cover these type of events for like a few minutes before they go back to their regular coverage, and they won't even say a whole lot. They'll just explain what I basically just said, but in more similar terms, in simpler terms, I should say. I'm not saying that they don't know what they're talking about. I mean, of course they know what they're talking about, but they have to dumb it down for people who don't know what they're talking about, you know? But yeah. We could actually be starting to see our HRRR supercell starting to fire here near Ciudad Acuna. I don't know. That could be happening. We'll keep an eye on it. That's a pretty impressive storm there. We'll keep an eye on it. And Top Fan's back. Top Fan is back. We've already been live for about an hour and 20 minutes so far today, and we'll continue staying live for this event. Let's go back to our tornado warning in Ohio. We still have a tornado warning here. And, geez, like, what in the world? I think our like little storm here near Lodi is getting sucked up into the storm's updraft. Holy cow. So this storm is so strong that it's sucking up the previous storm into its updraft. What in the world? They don't stop talking about it until it stops. That's crazy. Usually a lot of news stations don't do that. They'll only kind of cover it if it's a big time situation, like a tornado's on the ground or something bad's happening weather-wise. But usually news stations don't cover those kind of events really in full. We still have a decently strong kind of updraft with our storm here. So this storm is still very strong. It's still capable of gaining a lot of inflow. And our updraft's still rotating a lot. Got a big time storm here approaching the Woodlands, Texas area, and soon we'll be approaching Spring, Texas. So random Texan, if you're watching this stream right now, you've got a big time storm coming towards you that's producing ping pong ball size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. That storm also may be trying to do something tornadically. Won't lie to you, that storm is starting to do something tornadically. It's starting to develop a pretty strong updraft. It's rotating quite a bit. Might have a mesocyclone with that as well. I don't know if they'll tornado warn that, but we'll keep an eye on it. It's a pretty strong storm, though. And they did go ahead and downgrade the storm that we've been watching here near Frankel City. It's now quarter-sized hail. But our storm here in Lovington is still producing ping pong ball size here as far as we know. I was supposed to be getting rain tonight, but I guess I'm not. Okay. Ugh. Let's go back to our tornado warning. Got to take a look at all of our areas here because at any moment, these areas could just start to explode in strength. And we still have little areas, pockets of rotation along this gust front here that are starting to, originally prompted our kind of tornado warning here for Lodi and Medina, Ohio. Not good, guys. Not good. I also noticed we're at 14 likes on the stream. That is incredible. Thank you guys. You guys are incredible. Seriously, that is just insane. That's just incredible. Thank you guys so much. Seriously, you guys are. Oh, there's another tornado warning. All right, so we have two kind of side-to-side tornado warnings here for our big-time kind of MCS storm here in Ohio. So now we do have a tornado warning in effect for southwestern Medina County, northeastern Ashland County, and southwestern Lorain counties here in Ohio. Please take shelter if you are in. Let's see here. If you're in Wellington, Homerville, Spencer, and all these areas out here, because you got a big top storm here that's starting to just take over the atmosphere. Seriously, this storm is kind of just kind of ruling over everything else. It's got strong winds with it, damaging winds, plus the threat for, that spin up tornado threat along the gust front. So we need to keep an eye on that. That's pretty. That's gonna be pretty concerning here in a little bit. Your day's going good. You just ate a delicious cheeseburger. W's, dude. But you're at right now. So we have two tornado warnings in effect. Two tornado warnings. So very kind of active so far. Not, I mean, pretty active so far. Sorry, not very active, but. And at some point tonight, I will probably get that automated warning system figured out for you guys. So next time we should have an automated warning system, hopefully. But yeah, that's going to be the next step in the operation. What is the next step in the operation? But yes, anyways, that's what's going to happen next. But I mean, just crazy storm here. We had a storm here near Lodi move kind of west. What? Yeah, so our storm here near Lodi was moving west. And now it's kind of getting sucked up into the storm's updraft. Or it's kind of getting just enveloped in it right now. So that's going to be interesting to keep an eye on. I don't know. That's a really interesting storm. That's kind of fascinating what's happening there. And our big storm here in Midland is kind of growing a lot more upscale as well. Noticing a lot more kind of venting as well. We just got a new tornado warning. What the heck? And guess where? Guess where?
Ohio?
Yep. Wow, they decided to finally include the little area between West Salem and Pleasant Home and Congress. What's up, Jaden? Welcome to stream. How
For
you doing
41 minutes?
How are you doing tonight, Jaden? How are you doing? Hopefully your day's going great. But yeah, so we do have a tiny little tornado warning here in effect for northwestern Wayne County until 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. But anyways, 3 tornado warnings in effect for our kind of MCS thing going on here. I I mean, our rotation to the east of Ackerman seems like the most prominent along our gust front right now. Uh, a much stronger increase in inbound and outbound winds near Ackerman. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but yeah, that's a pretty strong storm. I wouldn't be surprised if this maybe kind of decides to drop a couple brief tornadoes, maybe. Given the kind of nature of this storm, it's a pretty large storm. Yeah, we have 3 tornado warnings in effect right now for a single kind of line, which is nuts. But anyways, that's pretty crazy, guys. That's pretty crazy. Let's go back to our storms here in Texas. I was talking about our Midland storm when we got that tornado warning, but yes, as I was saying, our storm here does seem to be kind of more curved, which can indicate more stream-wise in the upper levels because our storm is starting to be more kind of our precipit's kind of venting off towards the northeast. Plus, our storm has that more kind of supercellular look as well. But we also can have crosswise supercells, but I don't really know the kind of situation out here for sure. But I also don't think we have anything tornadic going on with that storm as of yet. The big storm right now, the one that I'm eyeing right now, is this one here near Frankel City, and a lot of chasers are eyeing it as well. This storm is really kind of growing up scale as well. See how much precip it's venting off as well. Just a big time hail core in there as well. And at one point, it did start to drop kind of a little. It started to develop a little kind of hook echo. So this is a decently healthy supercell. As well as our big time storm here moving just south of Lovington, New Mexico. They did downgrade that storm. It is producing $half size hail now, so not producing ping and pong ball size hail anymore, which is great. We love to hear that, but still a dangerous situation.
I am back.
Welcome back.
I am back.
We have 3 tornado warnings in effect for our Ohio MCS. I did note that literally on previous scans, our rotation near Ackerman seems to be increasing quite a bit. So we could kind of see a brief tornado event happen, maybe between Ackerman and Westfield City or Westfield Center. Hold on, I gotta take a call real quick. Somebody take over.
All right, I'll take over. All right, so we got technically 3 tornado warnings, but two storms are basically for 2 tornado warnings, and we did get a new radar scan. But I do want to go over this far most eastern one here. We got a tornado warning remains in effect until 7:30 p.m. Eastern for southwestern Medina and northwestern Wayne counties, and in northeastern Ohio. So at 7:14 p.m. Eastern, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Creston, or 9 miles north of Worcester, moving northeast at 25 miles per hour. So make sure you're in your safe spot. If you don't know where your safe spot is, make sure you're in the lowest or most interior room of your house, whether it be a bathroom or closet. And make sure you protect yourself from the most outerior world as possible. So those locations that are going to be impacted by this tornadic storm include Lodi, as well as Congress, Cheddawa, Westfield Center, Briarwood Beach, Gloria, Glens Park, Burbank, and Seafield. So that's that for that eastern storm there. Now the far western tornado warning here goes for southwestern Medina County in northeastern Ohio, as well as northeastern Ashland County in north central Ohio, and as well as southwestern Lorain County in north central Ohio. So excuse me there. So at 7:16 p.m. Eastern, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near West Salem, or 12 miles northeast of Ashland, moving northeast at 25 miles per hour. It is radar indicated, which means basically it's a tornadic storm. That's why it's tornado warned. There is some rotation with it. It's not on the ground, so but still, you guys need to be in that safe spot, which is the lowest or most interior room of your house, whether it be a bathroom or a closet or whatever interior room that you have in your house.
All right, I'm back. They just issued a new tornado warning for southwestern Medina County, Ohio. They're just pumping out these tornado warnings here because
so we got another tornado warning for southwestern Medina County.
Radar indicated rotation.
Yep.
But so if you're in Lodi now, and if you're in areas south of Litchfield, right in between Chatham and Lafayette, please take shelter. That is a big time storm there that's starting to rotate a lot more. That storm really, or that kind of rotation really has my attention right now because that storm is, or that rotation is the most prominent right now associated with that kind of little storm right there. But yes, very
Yep.
interesting.
Absolutely. Man.
Thank you so much,
These.
Storm Rammer. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
What are these storms going to do? We shall see what these storms in Texas and New Mexico, what they're going to do down the line. It's going to be very interesting. Very, very interesting. But for right now, they're not really tornadic. That's why they're not tornado warned. But some large hail and some damaging winds are a possibility. And that hail threat will increase pretty substantially. And it may
Absolutely.
already be.
I'm also
we got
eyeing
4
our.
tornado warnings, dude.
I'm also eyeing our kind of storms here that are starting to kind of convect here in the Mexico, kind of the west of Ciudad Acuña, kind of in the Mexico kind of the kind of like what do I call that? That little kind of part that's just to the east of Big Bend National Park. But that's
Yeah.
that part's starting to convect a lot more. Plus, that this area is going to be a lot this is going to be very much suitable for intense supercell development later tonight. So we'll keep an eye on it.
Yeah, those storms will have giant hail. Those little blips down there will have giant hail. They'll become Big Daddy supercells.
You calling it?
Yep.
All right.
If they don't become something, they will be. They're most likely gonna become something. Down in the line. I'm not short term. They're probably not gonna do anything. Long term, they will probably do something. They'll probably do something sus.
What are you talking about, bro?
I'm talking about weather. What are you talking about?
You said sus, so I was just like, what?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The storms I'm describing are sus. That is the description of what the storms will do.
Sure.
They'll be sus.
Okay. Weird. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Okay, buddy. All right. Let's get serious because we do have 4 tornado warnings.
You were the one that said you were the one that said sus. I was serious. I don't. You're the one.
Okay.
That was,
Okay.
Nah.
All right. So we have 4 tornado warnings, basically all for this little MCS type QLCS, whatever you want to call it. Some embedded circulations cannot be ruled out. Maybe a brief tornado or two. But they're gonna be moving towards the Lake Erie. So they're gonna be moving relatively quick. I'd say.
Absolutely.
So.
And this is kind
down
of
to
starting
Florida.
to get a more kind of it's starting to look a lot more bowed out. So this storm could actually become more of a damaging wind threat down the line. But I mean, it already was a damaging wind threat, but it could become more of a damaging wind threat. It is starting to look a lot more bowed out in the recent scans, but we'll keep an eye on it.
Absolutely. Yeah, nothing really too bad. Nothing too concerning down in Florida right now. Just your typical summertime, big time echo tops. I love Florida storms, man. I used to live down there every day. You would see a thunderstorm. It would be so cool. Especially when I was younger. I mean, looking at those storms were so good. I mean, it was pretty cool.
Back in my day, I used to live in Florida and look at the severe thunderstorms.
Back in my day, I used to live in Florida. So the big old cloud tops, the cumulonimbus. What did I say there? Holy
what did
crap.
you say? You want to repeat that?
Cumulonimbus. Okay. Let's get
Cumulonimbus.
Cumulonimbus. Bro. All right, let's get serious because I do not want to joke around in a severe weather event live stream. But time from time, if it is a quiet period, we can do that. But for right now, we have 4 tornado warnings. Well, technically 3, I think. Yep,
3.
We got 3 tornado warnings.
Actually,
and one
check.
just expired, so we're down to 2.
Yeah, 2.
Well, one of them should be expiring. But yeah, basically just a big time damaging wind event necessarily there. Yeah, and the
Absolutely.
terminal radar does show that too as well. But the main focus is going to be Texas, big old Texas.
I agree. I agree. I have to agree. I have to agree.
Yeah, that supercell's getting somewhat materialized down near Midland, as well as near Andrews.
Yeah, but it doesn't seem like they have a. I don't know. It doesn't seem like they have a rotating updraft quite yet, especially that one near Midland. So we're giving it a second.
Yeah, no, they don't. I will say there is some increasing inflow.
Oh yeah, this one is getting a bigger inflow, and it has an updraft. Not to be concerned, but our updraft isn't rotating, so I don't think that this is a tornadic threat in the future. And they actually just upgraded that Midland storm. That storm's now producing ping pong ball size hail.
I do want to mention that our echo tops on this Midland storm are approaching 46,000 feet. So it's getting up there. It is for sure getting up there in echo tops. The one out towards Andrews, it is getting up there as well, getting around maybe 40,000 feet. And these storms will still rise in echo tops or, grow. So
Absolutely.
these storms are tapping into some sort of kinematic environment here.
I do want to tell you, Sam, I'm probably gonna have to leave for like a little bit to go eat dinner. So, if you want to take over for just a little bit, like for some time, you can absolutely.
Yeah, I'll take over, dude.
You don't have to, but you probably want
It's okay,
to.
man. I'm not gonna be busy for another 2 hours, so.
Plus, knowing you, you'd probably keep the audience entertained. But we'll keep an eye on all these storms here. Our outflow boundary is still south of Odessa. We still have a couple cells here that are down south of this boundary. But when these storms move north or move what? When these storms move more north, they're going to interact with that outflow boundary and kind of try to grow upscale. But that storm to the northeast of Wink is going to be the first one to hit that outflow boundary. It is there already, kind of. We'll keep an eye on it.
I'm gonna watch that storm near Midland. I'm really curious as to what it's gonna do.
It's got a pretty decent hail core on it. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if this thing's dropping. I mean, large hail.
I know the velocities are contaminated as heck, but noting from radar, there is some increasing inflow, and there is an increasing hail core. So this thing is establishing a very, very well-defined supercell on radar.
Absolutely.
It's also got a Boeing feature on the southern flank, so we're gonna see what that does.
Absolutely.
It's also gonna go up toward Big Spring, Texas, which is pretty populated. So, wouldn't be shocked if they issue a new severe for that storm, for Gulf Ball size hail or something like that.
Absolutely.
Also, we got a new severe up towards Seminole for 1-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. This goes for Andrews County, northwestern Andrews County in West Texas, as well as south central Gaines County in western Texas. So it includes Seminole and Gaines County Airport.
Pretty fire.
Yep. Pretty fire.
Anyways, I wanted to mention we did get an extension for our storm here near Frankel City, Texas. This storm got downgraded to quarter-size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds, but now northwestern Andrews County and south central Gaines County is now warned for this storm. Please be aware of that big time storm there. That's still going to be capable of growing up scale and trying to interact with this big time environment here. I would eye our storm here south of Sanderson, Texas, kind of in Mexico right now. But I mean, in the last couple scans, it's grown a lot in just the last couple scans, reflectivity wise. Keep an eye on it.
Yep, absolutely, dude.
That is a big time storm there. Jeez. I have to finish an Algebra 2 test tomorrow. I don't want to. But I'm going to have to.
I had a final today.
For what?
Writing. English 2.
English 2, that sucks. That just sucks. That sucks. That
Dude,
sucks
I
so
wrote
bad.
5,000 words. Holy crap. 5,000
what?
words.
What did you write about during that time?
Some stupid counterclaim crap.
Explain a circle.
It's complicated, dude. I don't want to talk about that because it's so much I just wasted my energy thinking about.
Bruh.
I'm
Holy
saying,
hail
bruh.
core. Holy hail core on our storm here north of Midland. Jeez.
I do want to mention that we have this special weather statement for a lot of north central Indiana going into northwestern Ohio for cold air funnel clouds. They are very possible. Atmospheric conditions exist that favor the possible formation of cold air funnel clouds. These occur in vertically developed clouds, which are usually not associated with thunderstorms and may persist for. Dude, it's a big area. A lot of north central Indiana going into southern Michigan and northeastern Ohio. It's basically a watch for cold air photoclouds.
Oh, okay.
So there's some interesting to watch for.
Whoa. Okay.
Wow, look at that. Yeah, our
Serrated.
hail core is definitely strengthening, and we got a very good inflow.
Right.
So yeah, this storm could do. This storm could do something.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Love what?
Look at my stream.
Hold on, let me go back to YouTube. I just exited out of YouTube. Gosh dang it, Roman.
Bruh.
I posted a new Mesoscope.
Love it.
Love our Mercury, Nebraska. Or Mercury, Nevada. Yeah, I'll tell you, we got some strengthening inflow. The velocities are so limited as heck, but man, this storm has to be watched for tornadic threat down the line. So
guess
they might
who
have
just
to
joined the stream? Holy cow!
Who
Dominic
joined?
B. Dominic B. What's up, Dominic? How you doing? How we doing, y'all? Yes, that is Sam. He's not on the phone. He's on Discord. But yeah, I'm on a Discord call with Sam and Top Fan. We are covering the severe weather event tonight. How are you doing, Dominic? How are you doing?
What's up, Dominic? It's been a while, man. It's been a while. Been quite a while, dude.
Big time hail core on our storm here north of Midland. Jeez.
Yeah. They're going to issue a severe thunderstorm warning for that. In a moment.
It's already warned. It's already warned. I'm just kidding.
I know, but they're going to extend it, dude. They're going to extend it.
Of course.
Gosh dang, dude. I'm kidding.
So Stanton, down the line, Big Spring, Elbow. Elbow? Okay, there's a town named Elbow in Texas. I didn't even realize that. But
yeah, Elbow is going to get elbowed, apparently.
Okay. That's a good way to describe it. I couldn't have described it any better. But yeah.
They're going to get elbowed by a pretty pronounced supercell.
Pretty potent. Pretty potent supercell here.
Yeah, pretty potent. So the term potent is very potent, which could lead to a very potent impacting Supercell impact or elbowing. It's
All
gonna
right, bro.
elbow the town
All
elbow.
right. All right, buddy. That's a
All
lot of
right, all right.
that's a lot of potence for one sentence. But yeah, so our storm
There's
right
not a lot
now,
of potence. Oh my god, bro. Okay.
our storm is just west of Stanton right now. As you can see, it's got a very pronounced tail core. The storm is producing about ping pong ball sized hail right now, maybe larger. Probably maybe just a little bit larger, but our ping pong ball sized hail right now is radar indicated as well. This storm is also producing 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. As that moves, kind of to the east northeast a little bit, towards Big Spring. Big Spring is kind of a more populated town, so please be aware about that storm. I also just did realize we just hit 15 likes on the stream. Thank you guys so much. You guys are seriously incredible. Like, seriously, you guys are just huge W's. So we're gonna increase the like goal again. We just hit the like goal for like 2 times this stream. That's incredible. Thank you guys so much. Seriously. A circle is 4 semicircles, by the way. Oh, oh,
And
oh, I can't. I can't picture that in my mind correctly. I picture a circle.
what?
What? No, a circle is 4 semicircles. Semicircle is just a line.
Bro, what are you
Technically.
yapping about?
Isn't a circle just a big line?
What the heck, bro? What is
Isn't
going on,
a
dude?
square just a line?
Yeah, dude. A square is definitely just a line.
Oh, good, not much happening. W, dude. Hopefully your day's going good, man. My day's going pretty good, actually. Holy cow, our storm here near Frankel City. I almost said Frankenberg. I don't even know why, but that was just the
Holy
first
hail
thought
core.
that popped in my mind. But yeah, that is a big time hail core there. That is a
They
big
need
time
to
storm.
extend that severe thunderstorm warning down near Midland, going for Stanton and maybe for Big Spring. We'll see how they extend that.
How about you go work at the NWS Midland and have you work there?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up in my V8 engine.
Bruh.
My V8 Ford F-150.
So with our
And I'm gonna be like,
our 2 tornado warnings right now are still kind of for
yeah,
our
they're gonna
Ohio
expire.
MCS. I do expect these to expire as well. The rotation has kind of lifted, or there really isn't a
Yeah.
whole lot of rotation with them anymore. So our tornado
Zero.
threat may be kind of done with it. It might have been just briefed. Might have interacted with I don't know. Might have interacted with something here in the atmosphere or environment that kind of prompted that storm just to just blow up in tornadic potential. But yeah, seriously, thank you guys so much for 15 likes. You guys are seriously just incredible. And also, Alan for the $10 down now. I don't know if he's still here, but seriously, dude, thank you. That's very nice of you. You seriously did not need to do that, but a lot of people do go out of their way to show support for the channel, and that is it's very much appreciated. I don't prefer that way, like I'd much rather you guys like the stream or sub, but I love it when you guys show support like that as well. But it makes me feel good. Plus, I know that you guys really want me to succeed. Plus, I know that you guys really enjoy seeing Sam and the other guys on the stream. So I try to have them on as much as I can. But of course they're busy most of the time. But mainly it's just me doing this. But I'm glad to have Sam, kind of as my right hand man for a lot of these severe weather events, as well as Top Fan and stuff. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Seriously.
Yeah, I really do like helping out you guys, especially helping alongside.
Did you just
Roman.
say
I
I
mean,
really like helping out you guys? Wait, helping you out, guys? Wait, helping out you guys?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, yeah, that does. That did not process in my mind very well.
It's okay, dude. I had a long day too as well, but anyways, with that said, I really like helping out you guys. Um, I really do help get out the information alongside with Roman. Um, it's something I like to do, you know. Help out Roman, help out other people that need severe weather coverage, and you know, it's a good thing. It's a good thing to it's a good thing to do. So
Of course, of course. Sam's famous for his chill chats that go crazy. Sam, have you done his chill stream in a while? I don't know. You might be off of the algorithm by now. I haven't seen a lot of your chill streams recently that have gotten like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like they're not like super
I
wild
honestly
anymore.
don't care anymore. I don't care about
Of
the
course.
big time 6,000 viewers anymore. I'm not saying I don't care about the
Of
6,000
course.
people, but it's nice to have that.
Of
However,
course.
it's not really what I want. I want to, you know, chill with chat and everything, talk to chat, you know, have somebody or a lot of people to talk to. But you know, I just do. I need to start making actual content. I know I said that for like the past month, but seriously, I've been so busy from school, work, chores,
Yeah,
family,
of
all that
course.
kind of general stuff. But
Yeah, of course. And I can relate.
you
There's just a lot going on in our lives. So, you know, I try to upload as much as I can, and I'm working on a lot of videos right now, and hopefully those will be up by sometime this week. Um, I'm working on them right now, but just know that, guys, I'm really trying to grind out school really right now because I'm trying to finish out the last week of school pretty good, last couple weeks of school. I have to finish an algebra test due tomorrow, which is not going to be fun, but hey, ow, gosh, my nose.
good, man?
Yeah, ah. But yeah, when I first started doing my chill streams that started like blowing up, I don't know, it was just crazy. We did just get a new mesoscale discussion for kind of our uh, area here. 1 or 2 intensifying supercells possible by 8 to 9 p.m. Central Daylight Time, accompanied by the risk for large hail and potential for tornadoes. They did mention the potential for hail is anywhere in between 2 to 3.5 inches. So we could see anywhere from lime-sized hail to upwards of a large apple-sized hail. Maybe
Wow.
even pushing softball-sized hail, maybe. And then the tornado threat 100 to 130 mile per hour. So they're not even ruling out a strong tornado. That'll be most likely for our kind of section down here. For later tonight, that'll be an interesting area to watch, and we'll be live, or I'll try and be live for most of that. I'll probably have to take a break here in a little bit due to dinner, but that will be interesting to watch.
Absolutely.
Seriously, thank you guys so much for all the support on recent streams and stuff. But yeah, I also plan on getting a automated warning system here pretty soon. I've worked a lot on these thumbnails for the severe weather coverages. I feel like they've improved a lot, so that's good. Still have to make a couple brief changes every now and then, but they're starting to get really good. They're starting to get pretty good. But yeah, anyways, you guys are seriously, like, I know I say this a lot, but seriously, you guys are the most important part of this channel because I mean, of course, the severe weather coverage and everything like that is important. It's the stuff that I'm most passionate about. It's the stuff I know the most about. But I couldn't do any of that if I didn't have the support from you guys. So seriously, thank you guys so much. But yeah, so right now, if you guys have any questions about certain locations where you're at, please feel free to drop them down in the chat. Me or Sam will answer them. I'm probably gonna have to leave here in a little bit to go eat dinner, so Sam will probably take over for a little bit. But yeah, seriously, we're up to 16 likes on the stream. We're almost at our 3rd like goal of the stream. Seriously, if you guys know any friends or family that would maybe be kind enough to drop us a like on the stream, or maybe even a sub, please reach out. You don't have to, of course. I'm not going to force you to, but it's very much appreciated. Seriously, it's very much appreciated. But yes, so right
Also, I
now,
just lost a lot of Oh, my bad.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. My bad.
I just had some subscribers that unsubscribed. It's okay, man. I mean, I'm alright, dude. I don't really care if I lose subscribers.
Of course.
I just stream. It's okay to lose subscribers. I mean, if they don't like my content,
yeah, of
oh well.
course. Like I lose subscribers every now and then, but it hurts a little bit. Like, of course, it's like, oh dang, like they didn't stick around that much, but it in the end, I could always introduce my stuff to more people. But no, of course, Top Fan, you're doing good, man. I know that you're probably doing some stuff too, so please work on whatever you need to work on. And if you have anything to point out, you can go ahead and point that out, dude. I have a question. What year is Sam's F-150 he said he had? Oh gosh.
It's a 2010 4x4 Ford F-150. Actually, I'll show you all of that. I'll show you all that if I pull this up on Discord.
Do you want me to switch the camera or what?
Hold on.
I'm just gonna switch it to Discord.
Hold on. Y'all cannot see it very well. Hold on. Hold on. I might as well go outside and show y'all. Hold on. I'm gonna put myself on mute right quick.
I'm doing absolutely nothing right now. W's. You do the things you need to do. School's an investment, of course. I mean, school's the most important thing for me right now as well. Just trying to grind that out right now. And I'm trying to, kind of just focus mainly on school and plus kind of personal study. Guys, I'm really wanting to get into like photogrammetry, and then I'm going to start to learn kind of how to do damage analysis and start to like determine equations on that kind of stuff. So I'll be able to determine wind thresholds and stuff like that for certain structures and objects. So, but that'll take time. I'm not going to learn that all in a single day or week, but I'm going to learn that in, hopefully upcoming months or so. But this channel is going to become super different in the upcoming kind of months. But also, this summer is going to be also kind of a pretty kind of busy one. As I also have kind of options to do storm chasing now more often. I do have Fred from the NWS Dodge City, who is going to be kind of storm chasing with me pretty often. Sam's back. He's walking in his backyard.
Bro. Alright, here's my throat. Here's my throat.
Fire.
I'm gonna stir it up right quick. Let me get the key.
All right. What's up, PJD1? But yeah, I am 5 subs away from 800. That's insane. Stay safe out there in the center part of the country. Yep, of course, dude. You stay safe too, dude. Thank you so much for tuning into the stream, man. You're a W. You're a big old W. Is that it? Is that all you want? Are you done, Sam? I don't know if you're not or not.
Hold on.
Oh.
Let's start this bad boy up.
Oh gosh.
All right. Hold on.
Still dealing with the upper level low in the Northeast USA. Yeah, there's quite a few storms in the Northeast USA right now. It's probably associated with that as well. Sam's truck is.
I heard that.
I did not hear anything. It just sounds like a quiet fart. Not even a cap. That's what it sounds like.
I don't know if y'all heard anything, but
no.
Let me get my damn key. But yeah, it's a cool truck.
Are you wearing
flip
flops with no socks on?
wearing slides, bro. Chill.
Bro. I know this sounds
Yeah.
crazy, but I have slides too. I have to wear socks with them all the time. Like all the time, I have to wear socks with them.
But yeah, I like it. I like the truck.
You like loud vehicles, that's why you own diesels. Understandable. Holy crap.
Unfortunately, this is not a diesel.
We've got pretty much two big time supercells here right now in our risk area in Texas. One to the south of Seminole, Texas right now. That's warned for ping pong ball size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. That's
Yeah.
in central Andrews in south central Gaines counties here in Texas. That storm is warned for 60-mile-per-hour winds. So yeah, that storm's precipitations being vented off to the northeast, which means this storm is very much kind of this storm structure is most likely very impressive, and plus the storm's updraft is rotating a little bit, so that storm is starting to develop a rotating mesocyclone. We'll keep an eye on it, and also our storm here to the storm to the northeast of Stanton is starting to move more right. Might be latching on that right moving sector. It literally or vector, sorry. It literally kind of just took that right moving motion and it's now heading directly east. But
Also,
yeah, and it is starting
I'm
to develop
low-key
kind of
jealous.
an. Sorry, go ahead.
My bad. No, go ahead.
There is kind of an inflow notch kind of developing here just near Stanton. That could be where our rotation might start to develop here, or anything really. But it doesn't look super incredible right now. It doesn't look like it's rotating, but our updraft might be more rotating in the upper levels. That's what I'm kind of banking on right now. We're also really close to the radar site, so we're looking lower in the storm. So go ahead, Sam. Sorry.
I'm low-key jealous because this is my dad's truck right here.
I can't look.
He's got a much newer
That's nuts.
much newer Ford.
That's cool.
It's a Lariat.
Even the descriptions are baffling to me. What do you mean descriptions? Like for the cars or what? If it's anything about weather, I can kind of simplify it for you. Because if you're struggling with interpretations, I can help you for sure. But yeah, nice red truck. Nice red truck.
Yeah, thank
Sam.
you, dude.
It's an epic truck. I'm going to go get some dinner. Sam, you want to take over for a little bit and kind of entertain the crowd?
Yeah, I'll take over.
All right, I will see you guys in a little bit. I'm gonna go eat some din din.
All right.
I'll put up that screen just for a minute. Sam's gonna be, actually, I'll just put it on my face cam. I feel like putting it on my face cam will be more useful, but yeah, I will be right back, folks. I will see you guys in a minute, but I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, be right back, guys.
All right. What's up, chat? What's up, chat? What's up, chat? Let's open up chat here. All right, chat. What we popping here? What we popping up here, chat? All right, I'm gonna go back inside, chat. So I'm gonna chill with you guys. Go over any other, any other concerning storms that we have ongoing right now. Give me 1 second. Alright, chat, we're back. So let's take a look at radar here. We'll take a look at radar. No tornado warnings. We got 9 severe thunderstorm warnings. And they did expand that tornado or that severe thunderstorm warning for 1.25 inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. So definitely a feisty storm, I'll say. But nothing too concerning right now, at least. You guys don't have to see me. I mean, Roman has his own webcam on right now, but WSAM, yep. I want it. It's too cool. I want your truck. All right, come pull up. Come pull up and we'll fight about it. I'm kidding. But we're gonna go over a few severes right now that are ongoing right now. Starting off in actually, we have a big time severe thunderstorm warning out here with a line of storms going into northeastern Ohio. So the National Weather Service of Cleveland has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Huron County in north central Ohio, as well as Erie County in north central Ohio, as well as southwestern Quahog County in northeastern Ohio, and then in northern Medina County in northeastern Ohio, as well as northwestern Summit County in northeastern Ohio, and then Lorain County in north central Ohio. So at 7:43 p.m. Eastern, severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from near Wadsworth to 6 miles southeast of Wellington to north or toward near New London, moving northwest at 25 miles per hour. 60-mile-per-hour wind gust and quarter-size hail. So during Cleveland, Akron, Lorain, Elyria, Medina, Sandusky, Norwalk, Vermilion, Western Vermilion, Parma, Lakewood, Strongsville, Brunswick, Westlake, North Royalton, North Ridgeville, Avon Lake, Amherst, Grafton, and Wellington. Consider going inside, as that is packing some big time damaging winds. A very notable Boeing feature here noted on radar. So that's that severe thunderstorm warning. We got another severe up here for parts of Ottawa County in northwestern Ohio, as well as northeastern Seneca County in northwestern Ohio, as well as Sandusky County in north central Ohio. This is for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. So if you're in Fremont, Bellevue, Clyde, Oak Arbor, Green Springs, Ballville, Bettsville, Lindsay, Rock Ridge, Burgoon, I don't know how to say that, Flat Rock, Kansas, not Kansas State, Kansas City, or not, you guys know, there's a city called Kansas in Ohio, and then Stony Prairie and Vickery. Make sure you guys stay away from windows and make sure you're inside. We also got some special weather statements near Houston. Not too concerning, just some strong storms with some lightning and some gusty winds. Maybe some small hail, but nothing too concerning out that way. Now we got another severe for Big Spring, Texas. So this is from northern Glasscock County in western Texas, northeastern Mendoza County in west central Texas, western Martin County in western Texas, as well as southwestern Howard County in western Texas. So this is for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and $50 hail. Hail damage to vehicles and it is expected. Expect wind damage to roof siding and trees. Big Spring, Stanton, Forsan, Lomax, Big Spring Country Club, Courtney, Big Spring, Macon, Wrinkle Air Park, Stanton Municipal Airport, and Elbow. So that's severe. And then we go up here, another severe for ping pong ball sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So if you're in Seminole and Gaines County Airport, make sure you're away from windows and the most, not really interior room, but stay away, just stay inside. It's not really worth getting hit by ping pong ball sized hail, being slammed by 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. And that is all your severes ongoing right now in the country. Which, well, we went over that so fast, which is insane. Chat, low key, I'm going to search for any other rotations that are not really, the National Weather Service is not seeing. But I don't think we're seeing a whole lot. Let's see what they say in this tornado watch. Interesting. Yeah, we're just gonna be chilling for right now, unless we get a new tornado warning. Then we're gonna go over that. But
The severe thunderstorm warning that's currently in Stanton, Texas, now been upgraded to considerable for golf ball size hail.
wow, okay, yeah. Thank you,
And this
Top
is
Fan, for
public. This is public confirmed too.
which one? Stanton?
Stanton, yes.
Oh wow, yeah. So we got 1.75-inch hail recorded here, or reported, I should say, from the public. Yeah, this is public confirmed. Absolutely, dude. So if you're just tuning in, we got a considerable. We haven't had a. It's been a while. It's been a while since we had a considerable, but here we are. Near Stanton, going toward Big Spring, Texas, which is pretty populated, I shall say. So make sure you're away from windows, as golf ball sized hail could be, be a consequence if you're not indoors. So it is important to, take this seriously. We got 7 severe thunderstorm warnings right now, which is not a lot, but any severe is, serious. Most of them are, just your general, but we got this one severe out here near Midland, between Midland and Big Spring, Texas. And this is a very notable interstate here, Interstate 20. And people riding along Interstate 20 would most likely need to pull over, not go under an overpass. I cannot stress this enough. Going under an overpass is very dangerous, especially for tornadoes, but thankfully the storm is not tornadic, at least in the near term. However, this storm is producing golf ball sized hail noted from the public, which, if you're in an underpass, let's say, we've got a car, under an overpass. And then as soon as the rest of the cars go under the over the underpass or whatever you'll call it, I'm getting these words mixed up so bad and it's not funny, but we got all these cars piling up. And what it's gonna do, and we've got wind-driven hail. Keep in mind, this is warned for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts too as well. So you got wind-driven hail smashing under an overpass. What that could lead to is your car getting, absolutely not really obliterated, but could lead to some damage to your car. Could leave some dents, some cracks in the windshield, maybe break your windshield depending on how large the hail is, which is 1.75-inch hail, which that is very, very damaging. It's not destructive, but it's pretty large hail, which you should take seriously. And yeah. Okay, we're back. We're back down. Okay, good. We got no tornado warnings, which is fantastic. However, we do have a considerable severe, like I said. The storm near Andrews has some broad rotation, but not really too concerning. If anything, kind of looks outflow dominant, it seems. But the storm is down near Fort Stockton.
I scared you.
I'm scared.
You scared me so bad. You scared me so bad.
Did you eat dinner so early? What, bro?
Yeah, but I'm gonna go hang out with my family for a little bit, so I'll be back at like 7:25, 7:30. Is that alright with you guys? I'll come back.
Oh
but
heck yeah, dude.
I'm gonna leave stream running so you guys can chill and chat with chat. But anyways, see you guys later.
All right, see you, dude.
Peace.
All right, so that was Roman. He is currently eating dinner. Well, about to eat dinner, I shall say. So we're gonna go over a few stuff here. If you're just tuning in, we got this considerable severe for golf ball sized hail for Big Spring, Texas, as well as Stanton, Texas, and Elbow, Texas, and as well as Forsyth, Texas. They're near the 87 Highway 87 corridor there. So we're gonna have to keep an eye on that. But yeah, it seems like Big Spring might take the brunt of this hail corridor here. And you could see the CC, or you could see the hail on CC too as well. So that's a little concerning. Usually, CC depicts debris, you know. But in this instance, the radar is seeing it's thinking the CC is debris, but it's actually hail. So that is concerning, to say the least. But not a very active stretch for right now, but it might be down the line, especially for parts of Texas. So we're gonna have to keep an eye on that. Let's take a look at chat here. I haven't been read chat in about 10 minutes. But yeah, nothing too concerning right now. Except for that golf ball size hill observed tag down there in Texas. Good old Texas. Big old Texas, I shall say. I will try to keep the stream active as long as I can. Oh, of course, I'm not gonna be yapping for a long time, but I'll be yapping for a little bit with you guys.
I'm watching for a possible area of rotation near South Amherst, Ohio, that could try to wrap up. I'm looking at it, but could try to do some here in the next few months. It might get tornado warned here if it continues to show signs of strengthening.
I do see that. Little couplet there of weak rotation. Terminal radar does indeed show that, I think. Wait, nope. Wait, hold on.
Terminal radar puts the storms all the way back here. I don't know.
Okay, never mind. Terminal radar does not want to show that. Okay, that's fine. Thank you for being very helpful, Tornado. Or what am I saying? Gosh, I can't even spit out words right. Okay. Just certainly good news.
We did get a new mesoscale discussion for parts of PA, Pennsylvania,
Top fam.
Maryland.
Do you
Maryland.
mind taking over for about 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Alright, thank you, dude.
Alright. Welcome in. We just got a new tornado warning here in North Carolina. Tornado warning including these following counties: Shawn, Gates, Hertford, and Bertie counties in North Carolina. Locations include Powell Crossroads, Walton Crossroads, Sine Pine, Ryland, Mount Rose, Mill Crossroad, Arrowhead Beach, Chowan Beach, Snow Hill. Please go to your safe spots, as it does have a little decent area of rotation fit. So please go to your safe spots. This is radar indicated. This is not confirmed. What's up, Texan?
Hi.
Again, if you're in the places I mentioned, please go to your safe spots.
Did you see the severe warning in South Dakota?
South Dakota, wait, what?
South Dakota has a severe thunderstorm warning.
Oh yeah, of course that's it on 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. For Corson County.
Roman, are you still here?
Roman went to eat. Sam will be back.
Yeah, I just went to my grandma's. So.
Also, we did get a new mesoscale discussion for parts of Maryland, West Virginia, and stating that a brand of T-storms may continue to pose an isolated severe hail threat through the evening hours. Downstream watch issuance is not expected.
Wait, what watch is not expected?
New watch isn't expected in PA, West Virginia, Maryland, and Virginia. Yeah, still monitoring this storm here. Currently near Mount Rose, North Carolina. Still has a little rotation fit. Still continue to monitor it closely. It is capable of producing a tornado. So please continue to stay in your safe spots. Alright. I'm going to check on the severe thunderstorm warnings as well. That little rotation I point out that was near South Amherst has weakened, so not looking at a tornado threat that anymore. also got a new Mexico discussion for parts of Texas, include to Austin all the way down to Galveston, Texas, near Houston, saying scattered strong thunderstorm development will continue for several more hours, including few cells which may be capable of producing severe hail before activity weekends later this evening. It is unlikely that a new severe weather watch will be needed, but trends will continue to be monitored.
Wait, where's the new Mazda station?
Parts actually just for Texas, near Houston, Austin's called Station Galveston.
To this one.
Yeah, looking at the latest scans, rotation is not looking as impressive. However, continue to stay in your safe spots because it could try to produce a brief spin up at any moment. You guys, Sam will be right back in like 5-10 minutes. Same as Roman as well. Alright, this severe thunderstorm warning near Big Springs, Texas has been downgraded quarter-size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So again, please be most interior room of your home, stay with windows, cars, and garages, and bring pets inside. Just to check in with the with the South Dakota severe thunderstorm warning. Right now, still has quarter-size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Moving north at 20 miles per hour. So bullhead, please be in most interior room of your home. Stay with windows, cars, and garages to bring pets inside. Yeah, we still have severe thunderstorm warnings here in Ohio. 1 for Erie. What? Yeah.
Alrighty.
Lorraine.
Whoa.
Medine, Huron, Erie, counties in Ohio still severe thunderstorm warning, capable of producing
Holy
quarter-size hail and 60
crap.
wind gusts.
We got a
Yeah,
tornado.
and Sam, we have a tornado warning in North Dakota.
Oh.
Frick. North Carolina.
I hate North Carolina. I leave for a second, and as soon as that second comes, a tornado warning is issued.
As soon as you left, it was issued. As soon as you left.
Who issued this? National Weather Service of Wakefield, Virginia. You know what? I'm suing them. Yeah, I'm suing them. But in all seriousness, we do have quite a tornado warning here.
Yeah, guys, we're been monitoring this. Rotation's not looking as impressive as it did when it first got issued. However, that does not mean you guys can get out of your safe spots.
How impressive was the rotation?
It got strong at one point, but then weakened. It was tight. I wouldn't say that strong though.
Roman, Loki should be back. It's alright though, we're here.
Yeah. News today found this morning. Now for gains in Dawson counties in Texas for quarter-size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So again, please be most interior stay away from windows, cars, and garages. Bring pets inside.
Wow. We've got a dust storm warning behind this severe thunderstorm warning. Alright, let me read this.
Wait, hold on. Is that on weather-wise? That must
Yep.
be weather-wise. Oh yeah, we do have a dust storm warning. Expires in 3 minutes. Train weather spotters confirmed as well. Tornado warning continues for Gates in Chowan County and Hertford County in North Carolina. Please continue staying in your safe spots.
Absolutely. Alright, let's check up on chat here. See how chat's doing. Let's see.
Yeah, also storms are weakening here in Florida as well. Not seeing much as a severe threat of that anymore. And a tornado threat as well.
What's up, Kevin? What's up, dude?
Kevin. My chat's like outdated. Okay.
Thank you. We try to relay information as best as we can, even though it's only the two of us. We're still here to, you guys out in any situation you guys are in. So, but yeah, nothing too concerning right now. But we have that one tornado warning up there in North Carolina, and the rotation has gotten a little somewhat stronger. So I'm willing to bet that they will probably extend that tornado warning. Yes, considering it's Wakefield. They're not really used to tornadoes out here, but you never know, man. Jeez, my nose is burning so bad, dude. It's insane. Thank you, Roman, for the support. Well, what am I saying? Thank you, Roman, for the feedback. But it's the same thing. I don't even know what I'm saying.
It's close enough.
Yeah, it's close enough. Make sure to subscribe to Roman. He's a OG. Well, he's a W, I shall say.
I mean, yeah, if you're not getting hit by a tornado, you guys gonna get hit by quarter-size hail.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, they're probably gonna looking like
Again, they might extend this as a severe thunderstorm warning for tornado possible, or they might just reissue it as a tornado warning. We'll see what the National Weather Service do decide.
Rotation has successfully recycled. Well, it's continuing to recycle. So they will probably issue a severe thunderstorm warning for tornado possible attack, or they will probably extend the tornado warning for parts of Acorn Hill, Green Fork, Cindy Cross, and all that.
Yeah, not seeing much strong storms with the storms that were near Houston. Not special
Is
weather
that-
statement, not severe, but just little rumble of thunder and little showers. Moderate to heavy rain could still be possible in Houston Metro.
Absolutely. For
And we
sure.
are going to see that severe thunderstorm watch also expire in the next 30 minutes for Houston. Same with Florida as well. Actually, same. Mostly all of our severe thunderstorm warnings are going to, or not warnings, but watches are going to be able to expire here in the next 30 minutes. Well, except for one in PA.
For sure. I will go live as soon as Roman probably gets back for a chill stream or something like that. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, still not seeing that tornado threat trying to pick up here in Texas. We're going to continue to watch it as we can see that lower level jet in the tornado threat possibly increase here next hour or two.
Yep. Absolutely, man.
Let me actually check the environment. Little bit of a capped environment. Weak capping though, so storms are going to be able to break through that cap. Decent amount of wind shear as well.
What's the low level jet looking like?
Let me see if I can find it. I lost it. Rick. My thing just crashed.
Oops. Well, that ain't good. That ain't good at all, dude. That ain't good at all.
Yeah, I still haven't seen that lower level jet pick up just yet.
What? Oh, okay.
New tornado warning
Yep.
now in effect for two counties I cannot pronounce, Gates and Chowan County in North Carolina. It's for Lynch Corner, Greenfolk, Beckford Junction, Trottville, Sandy Cross, Hostler Fork, Wardville, Acorn Hills, Sunbury, Kellogg's Fork, Savage, and Holly Grove here in North Carolina. Please continue to stay in your safe spots. Yeah, that rotation has actually weakened a little bit. We're waiting for that latest scan, though.
Oh, we have some rotation picking up out here in Texas. Good old Texas.
Why right in Texas?
Out here near Big Spring, Texas. Nope, never mind. That's not rotation. Well, there might be a little pocket down there near Morita. Burrito.
Alright, Sam, I'll be right back.
Alright, dude. Alright, man. Shoot. Man, oh man. Waiting for a tornado threat to actually materialize, but that probably won't be till later on tonight.
Waiting for Dad. 18 wounded. 20 missing. I'm free. You will be the last leave. Tries to be sweet and kind of made a bit of run. The French army. The hell with you. And the hell with the French army. Don't need them. You got Benjamin Mark. Don't need the French.
Oh, I'm back.
Hi, Rowan.
Hello, everyone.
Do you know if I'm in the call now?
Huh?
Where have you been? It's what happened.
I've been in the call for quite a while now.
Oh, you have. I have
Strangers.
not noticed that.
I joined the call while you were at dinner or eating dinner.
Oh.
So I was at my grandma for a little bit, and then I came back and I joined the call and you weren't responding. So
Sweet. Yeah, I was eating dinner. I'm back. Sorry about that, everyone. Sorry for the long wait. Hopefully everybody's still chilling in chat. But I'm back. I'll go ahead and move that away. Let's go ahead and hop into the severe warnings. We've got two tornado warnings in effect for some storms here in North Carolina. So we have 2 tornado warnings still. We're down to 5 severe thunderstorm warnings. So a lot of our severe thunderstorm warnings have kind of expired. But we do have 2 tornado warnings here in North Carolina associated with kind of our the slight risk down here stretching into North Carolina into, Virginia, especially here near Virginia Beach. So we have a tornado warning in effect here for northwestern Pasquotank County, northwestern Perkins County, eastern Gates County, and north central Chowan County, North Carolina. Please get to your safe spot. That's a big time storm there with radar indicated rotation. You can see that this storm is rotating very broadly, but you can see that there is a lot of rotation there, especially on the kind of forward flank of that storm. But you can see that that storm is going to move off to the northeast towards South Mills, most likely. Let's just double check that. Rotation looked like it was pretty strong a few scans ago while I was at dinner, but yeah, but that's still kind of concerning. There's a lot of broad upper level rotation with it though. So I wouldn't be
Alright, I'm back,
surprised.
guys.
Oh, where were you?
I was taking the garbage can out.
Oh,
I'm very sorry, Roman.
oh, I'm back too, so perfect timing. Our tornado warning here for southeastern Hertford and south central Gates and northwestern Chowan counties is going to be allowed to expire because they just extended that warning out. But yeah, folks, we are still live. We're chilling right now. What's up, Jake? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing tonight? Hopefully
so it's starting
everybody's
to rain
chilling.
again here.
Really? Yeah, you were
Yeah.
you were pretty close to getting hit by a big time storm. I mean, you got some isolated showers in your area, isolated thunder showers maybe that are starting to move in that area. I'd be a little bit worried about that.
I mean, I'm expecting storms tomorrow because I'm in the slight. So
Yeah, of course. We have a pretty big time storm here starting to explode near Kermit, Texas here. This one just interacted with our outflow boundary here. So it just interacted with that 3 Cape and Vorticity kind of mix here with our outflow boundary. So this storm here near Kermit, Texas is going to be the next one to kind of either, bust or boom. So especially in this environment, and especially where it's at right now, this could be the next big time like supercell here that mainly is going to be a hail threat for right now, but I wouldn't be surprised if this can be a tornadic threat later in the evening. But yeah, in the last couple scans, that kind of has grown upscale quite a bit as that kind of interacted with the outflow boundary. So we'll keep an eye on it. That's a big time storm there near Kermit, and it's already kind of starting to develop. Let's see here, some pretty high echo tops. Probably around 30, 40,000 feet. Pretty impressive storm there. Very impressive storm, actually. But right now, we've got Top Fan, Sam, and Texan in the call right now. Hopefully they did some good relaying while I was gone. I have no doubts about them doing that. Sorry being gone for so long, but I did get some stuff done at dinner, so that's pretty good. Pretty good. Got to hang out with the family. Our storm here to the east of Seminole is kind of heading in a northeast direction. Our storm here near Big Spring, Texas is just dying out entirely. One of those reasons may be that, it's not really interacting with anything right now, so it's starting to also maybe interact with some convective inhibition, maybe, which could be killing it off quite a bit. But our storm here, west of Patricia, Texas, is right now very much kind of another big time storm that we need to watch. It's producing quarter-sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds right now. Well, you said sub to Sam, Top Fan, and Texan. What funny is I'm already subbed to all of them, plus you W's. W's, dude. Also got a big storm here near Eunice or Oil Center, New Mexico. That's a pretty new storm, actually. So we'll keep an eye on it. Is there anything that happened while I was gone, guys?
Oh, I joined like midway while you were gone, so I don't really know.
Oh.
You gotta ask Top Fan.
So we did have a tornado warning in North Carolina that had some pretty good rotation with it, but other than that, nothing really you missed. Fortunately,
I do see that tornado warning. It's still in effect, so please stay in your safe spots if you are in, areas just to, near Acorn Hill, Greens Fork, and Sunbury, North Carolina. They got still a pretty big storm there. We have been live.
Absolutely.
Let's see. We've been live for about 3 hours so far today. Most of that.
3 hours?
Yeah. So we've been live covering severe weather for 3 hours today. Might have a chance to end stream here pretty soon. I don't know though. We'll have to wait. It's been pretty active so far. We haven't had really a kind of chance to end stream, I guess. I don't know. But also this was kind of going to be an overnight event. We went into this event knowing it was going to be an overnight event. So we'll just keep an eye on it. It's a very interesting situation ongoing here. I'm really kind of just eyeing our storm here near Kermit, Texas right now. If this doesn't blow up in the next couple scans, I'll probably just call it quits on this stream. I don't want to, I don't want to stay live for like 6 hours, but I might go live later tonight. That's not a guarantee, because I might be asleep, or I might be doing homework, or I might be studying for my algebra test tomorrow. We knew this was going to be a kind of overnight into tonight event, so can't help that. So we'll keep an eye for, we'll stay live for just a little bit longer here. Our storm here near Kermit is starting to just expand a lot, so we'll keep an eye on it. It's starting to vent off a lot more precip. So I mean, this storm is definitely very, very impressive, and it kind of has kind of that supercellular look to it. We'll just have to keep an eye on it. Hopefully everybody's having a great night tonight. I am having an amazing night. This stream has been incredible so far, guys. Seriously, thank you guys so much for support and everything. You guys are incredible. But our big storm here, west of Patricia, Texas, it does have a rotating updraft. It does have a rotating meso maybe associated with it. But is that storm going to be tornadic in the future? We don't know. But that could absolutely have the chance to produce tornadically. We'll just have to keep an eye on it. But I say we'll stream to the 3-hour mark, and then I'll decide if I want to stay live for that or not. But by the way, we've been live for 3 hours. It's been a pretty long stream tonight. And what's crazy is, it's been a very good stream as well. So I really appreciate you guys for coming out, supporting. You guys seriously are incredible. I will hopefully be able to upload some videos tonight, maybe long-awaited videos. Sorry about that, folks, but long-awaited. I'll have to do a lot of editing tonight. I do have to say one thing though. That guess the rating video, remember the guess the rating video? The audio,
Yes.
the audio on that video, for you guys, like your guys' audio is like ridiculously low. So I'm gonna try to figure out a way to like increase your audio. If I can't, we have to figure out a solution. Either I upload the video.
I'm not trying to be mean. I will honestly crash out though.
What?
'Cause, I mean, I'm not trying to be mean at you at all. It's just
No, of course.
it's been like how long since we recorded that? That was like 3 or 4 weeks ago. Pretty sure.
Probably something like that, somewhere around there. But also, I let you know that I was pretty busy and that I was
I know. I'm
trying to
not. I'm
get stuff
not
done.
blaming you.
No,
You
no,
had a
of
lot of
course.
stuff to do.
No, of course. You just want to see the videos done, and a lot of people want to see the videos done, so I'm gonna get that done tonight. Hopefully I'll get at least some editing done tonight, so I'm happy about that. But anyways, let's go ahead and just realized my clock was off for that entire thing, but okay, that's fun. There's not really a whole lot of radar coverage out in the southern part of this enhanced risk area, I just realized, which is gonna make coverage a lot harder for these areas, but we'll just have to keep an eye on it. Let's go back over to our tornado warning here. And just before we end stream, actually, let's do it right now in case we forget to. Go ahead and switch over to Discord real quick. We're going to take a look at the kind of upcoming severe weather events, maybe, or just severe weather events that I'm kind of eyeing right now. We'll keep an eye out for. What's up, Megan? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing tonight? Always nice to see you in here. How are you doing? But anyways, let's check out the risks for tomorrow and the day after tomorrow. As we all know, we have the day 1 enhanced risk. That's for today. But for tomorrow, we actually do have a slight risk, a big old slight risk in effect for a similar kind of area, but this time more easternly. So for eastern Texas, for a lot of central Texas, up stretching into kind of a area near Wichita Falls, maybe the Dallas-Fort Worth metro area. This is going to be mainly a very large hail threat, wind threat, and kind of an all hazards threat, really, to be honest. They do mention that a few tornadoes could be possible. There is a big old 5% risk associated with that. So you can see that big old 5% right there. So if you are in the brown right there, you have a 5% chance of a tornado happening within 25 miles of a given point within that brown shaded region there. And then wind risk is 15% non-hatched. And then for hail, we have a 15% hatched. 15% hatched means that, well, the hatched just means that we have a chance of seeing, significant hail up to, 2-inch in diameter or larger, which is lime-sized or larger.
Ooh.
So that would be situated over kind of, let's see here, College Station, most likely, somewhere around there. So we'll keep an eye on that. Actually, let's just real quickly turn on cities.
I'll show you outside. It just started raining again.
Oh yeah, Austin. So Austin seems like the main population center within this 15% hatched hail risk right now. Keep an eye on it. It's very interesting. Very interesting. And then for the day after tomorrow, we have a marginal risk for a lot of our same area down here in southeast Texas, including Houston and these areas here. That's just mainly going to be a isolated severe storm threat, nothing too crazy. Could be a very large hail threat, possibly, but not going to make any kind of assumptions that kind of far out. But let's go ahead and take a look at.
It's starting.
Whoa! What happened?
It's starting to rain again.
It is raining where you're at. That is cool.
I think it's also windy too. The rain was moving to it was like.
Of course. All right, let's go to 500 millibar winds. So I'm on the NAM model. Usually this is kind of an inaccurate model. Sometimes this really never really plays out, but this is still a model. It's a lot more accurate than, let's say, your, Weather Channel radar and stuff like that. But anyways,
Yeah, we're
what
channel
we're,
radar.
what we're looking at here is the 500 millibar winds. So basically, as you can see here, we have a big old trough kind of situated right now, south of, kind of California. That's our big old kind of trough right there. And we have a trough as well situated right over Kentucky, which is going to cause some problems there tonight. That was our this was kind of our tornado producer threat here in the Carolinas tonight. But anyways, that trough will move east, and that will also kind of, let's see here, that will also kind of produce some problems tomorrow as well for eastern Texas. But then as you see, we have kind of another sort of situation. Well, hold on. NAM doesn't really go that far out, but anyways, let's go to Supercell Composite. Anyways, Supercell Composite could tell us a lot about what, could happen with a lot of our storms here. Jeez Louise. This is not right. Anyways, PDS Tor sounding on the NAM, which is pretty much, that happens all the time. But, yeah, so that's for tonight into tomorrow morning. Still got to keep an eye on that threat. That could be sneaky. Let's go ahead and go to the CFS, or the GFS, sorry. GFS can tell us a lot about some potential events that we need to keep an eye out for. So this only goes 384 hours out in the future. But as you can see, our CAPE is just, our main severe weather threat is going to be focused in southeast Texas for a little bit until,
really?
we start to see, until we start to see a kind of increase in plains activity, with more of a kind of thing set up. So we have kind of on the 14th and May 14th and May 15th, we have kind of a little surge of a CAPE here. That's only going to last for a couple days, but upwards of maybe 2,900 joules of CAPE at the surface, which could cause some problems here. Let's go ahead and pull sounding this far out, but yes, severe sounding. That's still pretty concerning that far out. There is a big inversion. That's also a very kind of really small hodograph. That's not a very, like, it's a very weak storm. Then as we move on forward, seems like we're going to see kind of increase in severe weather as well on May 16th. We could see a isolated pocket of like 3,500 joules of CAPE or higher in central Oklahoma. That could cause some problems here as well, but it does seem like there's some capping problems that could be a potential factor as well. I also just noticed that there's a little tiny pocket of 4,000 CAPE in Illinois. I'm assuming that's probably not true, and that probably won't happen. But it's always cool to see that happen. And then a pretty steep increase in CAPE on the 17th in the plains, not only in Oklahoma, but in Kentucky as well, and Tennessee, where we have CAPE of 4,000 or so joules per kilogram at the surface. We could see a pretty decent event out here. It honestly looks like a lower level jet event there so far. That could be kind of a nocturnal tornado event. I'm not calling it there, but I am going to say that looks pretty concerning so far. And then a Tor sounding there for southern Oklahoma. That's not super incredible, but and then maybe another kind of very important note. Hold on. Let's actually just go to Supercell Composite parameter. That can tell us a lot. Wow, yeah, actually there's a pretty decent pocket of Supercell Composite parameter values in Kansas.
check where you are. Like near you where you are.
It's not even near me, or not really. But wow, actually pretty kind of. Honestly, like. Kinda stream-wise in the lower levels. I don't know. Interesting. Have to keep an eye on it. Let's go to the CFS model. CFS is never really accurate, but it's interesting to see what it has. Like sometimes it has some
Yeah.
crazy
What?
values.
I
Sometimes
mean,
it has some
yeah,
crazy values. It is stream-wise, but there is a little hint of crosswise vorticity, which could cause some problems. CFS is kind of still hinting at a big-time severe weather event possible. Oh gosh, bro. This is not gonna happen. Yep, like that's not gonna happen. I highly doubt that.
There's no way it's gonna happen, bro. No way.
If that happens, I will if we get a high risk this month, I will probably no. If we get a high risk this month, I'm gonna give the channel to Top Fan for a week. Anyway.
No, you should give it to like, all three of us for at least like, 2 days. Like, what if you give it just all three of us for like the week?
Okay, I'll make that a deal. If we get a high risk,
If we get a high risk this week, well, it
This
depends what
week?
day, because I'm kind of busy this week.
no, if we get a high risk this month, I'm just gonna say this the rest of May. If we get a high risk, I will I'll cause some problems. Anyways,
If we get a high risk this month, that's gonna mark our third high risk in under a year. I'm gonna quit.
Top Fan quitting before end of 2025. That's insane.
I know. Only in
No, Top Fan
2025.
quitting before GTA 6. That's insane.
That's insane.
Guys,
this is not good.
according to the CFS, I'm gonna get slabbed.
When?
The Canadian model?
Heck no.
CFS is like the NAM, the never accurate model.
I love me some slabbers. I love them to hit me. I can wait for hours.
What are you
Say,
talking
we've all experienced this.
Sam, shut
If you take, I'm kidding.
No,
All right, let's stop. Let's stop, Sam. There's no.
Safe to say, everyone here has experienced snow.
Holy hook!
What?
I have never
Of course.
experienced snow in my life.
Yeah, you know I've
Yeah,
never actually experienced like.
No, I'm kidding.
Whoa, what the heck is happening here? Dude, on the 6th, yeah, their models are all kind of consistently saying something big is gonna happen on like May 15th, May 16th.
Don't remind me back to May 16th of last year, okay?
That is nuts.
Guys, looks like. Yeah, guys, it looks like.
What?
Looks like somebody is gonna get slabbed on the 16th, unfortunately.
Could happen.
Do you know what happened to me last year, May 16th? The derecho that hit me last year.
Cool beans.
Yeah, did you not hear about the Houston derecho last year? It killed like a few people.
It killed like
May
7 people.
Dude, May 16th doesn't look all that bad, dude. Chill out, bro. Oh my gosh, holy crap. Never mind.
Are we looking at models? Let's go.
Yeah, we are.
No, we're looking
at models.
No,
what?
we're looking at something. Can't tell you what it is.
Private.
I'm not gonna back down. I said what I said. Like I'm not gonna take that back anytime soon, so don't worry.
Never back down, never what?
Shut up. Sorry.
Always give up.
Never back down, never what?
What? Sorry, what is
Never
happening in Wisconsin on the
Damn, always give
18th?
up.
What is happening in Wisconsin? Whoa.
Probably
Okay.
a slabber.
I can't get it sounding from the
Shut up.
CFS.
Huh. Oh, wait,
What if
wait,
we get
wait,
a
wait.
what if we
This
get 30%
is
20?
subtle crosswise, but very much
Dang.
mostly streamwise.
Yeah, we would want Streamwise because that would promote some slabbers. So
It's
Roman.
mostly streamwise, but
I
there
love my
is
stream.
Look at the
is
CFS as
a
an
hint
active
of
pattern.
crosswise. But I will say sheer is not incredible in the lower levels, so this could just be like a weak mid or a weak low level sheer event, with mid level sheer kind of increasing quite a bit. So, keep an eye on it. I also noticed that, holy cow, there is a major capping inversion. Oh my gosh, jeez,
I
oh
love
my god,
I
holy cow.
love some camping.
guys. I got a little joke to tell y'all after stream.
Oh gosh, that's not a good sign, usually.
It's okay, Roman.
Okay,
I
You're
don't
gonna be
know if that-
fine. You're gonna
my
be
bad.
fine. It's okay.
Blah,
It's okay, dude.
blah, 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 blah.
Okay, let's end off the stream. This is gonna end up so bad, bro.
No, it's not. Whoa. Whoa, wowzers. There's a big time Stormo. Stormo Moto.
Bro, GFS has nothing.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, it does.
My bad.
GFS has stuff. Just look through all the model runs. It's just not. It's just that. It's that easy. I don't care
I'm
if it's
looking
all.
at the
don't care.
trophy. It really doesn't show active week for.
I don't care.
Nobody cares about the generally fascinating slabbers model.
What?
Wait a minute, Minnesota slapper.
No, I'm talking about the GFS. G,
I know.
which stands for generally. F stands for fascinating, and then S stands for slabbers.
Roman,
What? What?
what would you do for a 30% tornado rate patch?
That's
I would
that's a
stay
high risk.
outside.
I would give my channel the top fan for a week.
I would stand outside and I would dance along with the horizontal vortices.
What is that?
Guys, is it bad that I got a marginal tour sounding in Canada on the GFS?
Brother? What's happening?
We
on the
love our
50?
marginal tours. We love our marginal tours up in Saskatchewan, Kansas, or Saskatchewan, Canada.
It's on the
Where?
Canada-Minnesota border.
Do you want to repeat where that? Ooh.
It's on Thursday on the 15th.
Big time trough.
Holy crap! That trough looks like April 27th, 2011.
Big time trougho.
May 27th, 2025.
I wonder
Anyways,
what
guys,
happened on May
let's go ahead and
27th.
check back with the weather. The weather. Actually,
No,
it's not that. Yeah, I'm probably gonna end stream. We've been
It's not
live
that
for
active.
almost 3 hours and 20 minutes. I really appreciate everybody for tuning into the stream. You guys are seriously incredible. I will see you guys next time.